he pulled up, and there was two people. It was a side-by-side four-wheeler, and he pulled up outside of camp. Walked to him, you know. I don't get. What am I gonna do? Run and hide? I see what the fucker wants. There it is, Emerald. I got your fucking notification, motherfucker. As for Emerald, Emerald is live. And I will be going there soon. Let's stay on another 10 minutes or so. Let me do a time check. Yeah, we'll go on another 10 minutes. Just so everyone gets to go where they gotta go. Yeah, probably Emerald's got me up on there. I know how you roll, Emerald. Dude. It's all good. You always got my fucking... You can always do that, dude. I just want to do an overlap in case you get fuck-ups or something. You don't drop a stream right away. I've learned my lesson there. We overlap. And I let everybody come over to your fucking stream and shit. And I need an all-hail tripod. Anyways. There we go. Okay. Tow truck. You getting on the fucking panel, tow truck? Right on, man. Get up there, tow truck. Tow truck. You should do your own fucking stream, man. Tow truck's a good speaker. Tow truck's a good speaker. I was told to shut up a lot during my life. Hey, can all of you people imagine how many times I've been told to shut the fuck up in my lifetime? I'm 50. And I don't. I don't stop fucking talking. It just keeps pouring out of fucking.
Hey, Florida, grab a link. Come on up, brother.
Some fucking shit.
Come on up.
Yep. Cuss and spit and stir up shit.
With one buttock cheek.
Nice. No, I'm gonna have fun tomorrow.
Rock on.
All right. The
come on
liquor
up.
store opens up at noon. Oh, the farmer story. Oh, okay. Kung Fu. You gotta watch me. I get sidetracked. Thank you. Yes, so the farmer and him, they show up in a side-by-side four-wheel thing. I was cooking breakfast, so I shut the breakfast off, and I walk out to them.
What's that?
I maintain a 6 foot fucking distance.
I just found out on YouTube.
So I thought,
Oh, yeah. I see my comment.
I says, hey, how you doing? And the farmer says to me, he says, what the fuck are you doing? And I said, camping. And him and his partner look at each other like, and dude, these are like fucking hillbillies for sure. But they're farmers, whatever. They look at each other like, this dude's fucked.
Yeah, you're wacky.
Yeah, but and, you know,
Hey, at least you told them the truth. That's what I think, man. At
I
least
says,
you
Right.
told them the truth,
hey,
and they
Nickel, you're
believed it.
right. How much you pay for that? And he said, too much. And I knew what it was. And I says, well, it's about 15,000 there. And he nodded. So he knew I know what the fuck shit's worth and shit and whatnot. Ain't no fucking dummy.
He's
But
fucking hilarious.
camping on your property, whatever the fuck.
Right.
It ain't his property. He's the farmer. He's leasing it from the fucking gravel fucking company that owns thousands of fucking acres that they can't mine because it's zoned agricultural. See? So this mining company bought up all kinds of land about
So
20
how you
years
been,
ago.
man?
Thinking they were going to fucking strip mine the fucking whole thing. And you can't because it's zoned agricultural.
Aaron's a trip, man.
I know,
They
right?
cannot mine this land.
Hey, Zoom mate, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's happening, Zoom? Good to see you.
The mining company leases it to the farmer who plants on it. And
Does Aaron know we're restreaming his stream?
the field is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
flooded out here.
Cool. But he can't.
They gotta cut
Like,
new ditches
well,
in
I
here.
can't make comments.
They're called dead
Right,
furrows
we can, but he's not gonna hear it. Right?
in farming lingo. It's called a dead
If
furrow.
I opened another tab, I probably
Don't
could.
plant because of drainage issues.
He knows.
And you need to come back here with a dozer. Well, they can cut into the woods another 50 yards. And that's what they're doing. And my car is on that 50 yards. So this car's getting dosed. It's getting pushed back 50 yards. That's what's happening to it.
All he needs is to come along.
So I gotta leave.
I know, right? I keep telling him, I was like, dude, get the damn thing started and drive it up the hill.
I'll get out of here.
If you need to come along, get it come along.
It's all good. It's
He
no
won't
reason,
do it. He won't do it.
because I'm going to the ruins.
That's just like he bought all that solar equipment and won't hook it up.
But we gotta set up our camp
Well,
here.
You know, I mean, if you ain't got the right batteries and shit, why, you know,
He's got the right batteries. He's got all the. He's got the panels. He's got the charge controllers. He's got the inverter, but he won't hook it
Without the
up.
car. Car's empty.
Maybe he's not planning on staying there as long as he thought.
Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
What's up, tow truck? How you doing?
Well, I'm moving out of here anyway. We're going to the ruins is cool. It's cool.
He ain't gonna
Out
be
there,
there.
tow truck.
That would be great.
He ain't gonna be there for no time at all.
You got shot by rock salt. Ooh.
Yeah, he's gonna be there for maybe 2 nights, and then he's gonna have a cop up his ass. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it may be like that, but I told him when he was here, I said, man, I guarantee you that old man knows you're back there.
Yeah.
But he's hung up. And he said, no. And I said, oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knows you back there.
He left
And, but, you know, now he knows what he's doing. So,
Right.
you know, he can choose to not have a problem, you know.
Farmer left on good terms.
I mean, I think that's kind of good. He came and checked him out, you know.
Right.
You know,
Right.
he basically said, I wish the lighting would stay that way.
Yeah, it's just gonna be.
You know, he just says, you know, get the fuck out of here, and, you know, you're all good.
Right. He's moving up the hill.
And fucking Aaron's a trip, dude. He's a trip. I'd pack up and move to another spot.
Right.
Kind of
Yeah.
1 mile away or some shit like that. Well, first I'd get that car out of there.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, even just the.
You know,
A little bit more stuff to do.
I told him, I said, man, you drag all that shit out there, somebody got to drag it back out.
Right.
Yards up a
You
hill.
know, just think about that. You know, I told him, but hey, you know, I would have done the same thing, but I'd kept the car running though.
Prostrate.
Right. I think that'd have been an asset. Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's hard to keep a car running if you don't use it. You know, that's the worst thing for them to let them sit.
I see where the electrical problem.
Yeah. You know what? Jim, we got some storms headed through here.
Yeah, man. You guys, man, might want to stay awake tonight, Wes. There's going to be some bullshit coming down from up here.
There's strong storms. No, it ain't coming up from up there. It's coming from the Gulf, man.
Uh-oh.
They were talking about nighttime tornadoes and shit.
The moisture coming up out of the Gulf.
Damn.
Right. And the wind coming from up here. Yeah. The two of them are going to come together.
From up there to down here, brother. Nothing from there comes here. Not a damn.
You're telling me.
Even you.
Including you.
Even tried to pay your fucking way, dude.
Hey, you can't.
Can't get you out of your home. What? No, we got the storms are bearing down on us right now. They'll be gone in an hour.
Oh, okay. Because I heard about some very disruptive wind patterns that are going to be bad, like never seen before bad.
Really?
Yeah, I was watching Mike Morales, man, and he was patterning out the very high, you know, stream air pressure streams, and he was like, I've never seen this kind of energy concentrated like that. And the reason I say coming from up here down is because it has the shape of like an El Nino, but in a wind.
We just call him Towley.
Oh yeah, Tally.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't forget your towel. Want to get high?
I'm telling you, these are nice fucking seats.
That's just so funny, man.
Right?
I love South Park.
Nah, these are nice fucking seats.
But fuck, man, I tell you what, he's still talking about his seat. Just take the whole damn car, man. Shit.
Boat lighting work no Thursday. Oh, your boat lights don't work. Oh man, I tell you, man, boats are a lot of upkeep, man. You know, and just to put gas in it, you know, run it one day. That's used to be a lot. You know, gas went down.
Yeah, it's done. I mean, yeah, it's as far as it's down and everything. Yeah.
But, I mean, that's just another thing. You got to keep running, keep maintain it. You know.
Right.
Thank you very much, there, Gabe.
That's the thing about these things. You know, if you don't use them all the time, that's the worst thing for them, really.
Yes. Thanks, everybody, for coming up to my stream. I appreciate it.
Let's get high.
Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuits Farms.com.
Let me see if I can go get that link without kicking myself off the page here, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so dumb. I go to my history while I'm on the StreamYard tab, and it closes the tab, yeah.
No shit.
Well, of course it does. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you got to open
a
new
tab, and I go to my history, and then I find Sausage Gravy Biscuits, and I click it, and it opens it in my same tab and kicks me off the StreamYard.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do that. But you know what? I've done it too many times. I can't even admit it. You would think I was stupid.
What if you right click instead?
Right.
Right. Open a new tab.
Oh,
you know.
In my situation.
I don't know that much about it. Actually, when Aaron came, he said I could leave. I could have more than one tab open at the same time, and I didn't really know how many I could leave open.
You can have like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
You know.
Where?
What? What are you doing? Are you a stoner dog too? Are you a closet stoner dog?
But it runs my drill, it runs my chainsaw, it runs my
Just,
shop.
are you a stoner? Are you a stoner, Danger? Come here, boy. Come here. Come here. There you go. Oh, almost got it. There you go.
Oh, shit.
Think I'm
We missed
waiting for
8:20.
the other side of the room.
Good night. Thank you very much.
Yes, he does. Good boy.
Where the hell am I?
Where am I? How did I get here? What is this place?
This is not my big, black, beautiful car.
Yeah.
This is not my beautiful wife. This is my puppy, though.
Man, they used to fucking wear that video out on MTV.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What the hell is that?
The same as it ever was. The
Sound
same
like-
as it ever was. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's just hilarious. Dude.
Just keep smacking yourself. You'll get it one of these days.
Yeah.
Same as it ever was.
I think he just passed away recently, didn't? Or no, that was
Hey,
Rick
Diesel,
Ocasek.
welcome in.
That was Rick Ocasek from the car.
Yeah. He did. That's
Oh,
what I heard.
Freckle Casey did. Oh, I didn't know. I'm going to have tribute day. I always do tribute.
I think he died. Yeah.
Like within the
Is
last
that
year. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Before Corona. He was pre-Corona.
Oh, well,
Well, no
Yeah,
line
I
for
I
him.
guess I was going to say something, but I got to be careful.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, because I
You
didn't
gotta
want to
worry
make
about
fun of
offending me, man.
I didn't want to make fun of anybody's death, but
Yeah,
you know,
I
anybody
know what
who
you mean.
dies jumping out of a plane without a parachute is a COVID death.
COVID death. You don't want to die from COVID-19.
But the good news is, jumping out of an airplane without a parachute deaths have gone down 100%.
Right. I'm sorry.
Oh, canoes to the moon.
Hey, Canoes, what's up?
Yeah. Woo. Man, this is fucking killer, man. Woo.
Yeah. I'm hooking up some Purple D.
Nice. I gotta hear this. Let me get my popcorn. You got stories to tell now, brother.
What's that?
I think Aaron's
Diesel
froze up.
do that.
Oh, Aaron just quit. All right. Shut down.
He's concentrating.
Is that what it is?
He's concentrating.
Man.
Did
I had
I
an argument with my uncle today. God dang it.
Did I laugh a little if I give a fuck? Do I leave a little? Do I a little laugh if I give a fuck? I can't decipher.
Do I look like I give a fuck? Well, do I?
That you look
Yeah, you do, man.
like a fuck.
You
Like
do.
a fuck. I forgot an F though. I was supposed to be flying fuck because then it would look more like a name.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, Don Martineau, welcome in, man.
Yeah, man.
Arteriosclerotic cardiovascular disease, 9/16, 19. 75 years old. That's shocking, man, because I always thought, I guess the cars and them I don't think he ever got famous until he was 30 something,
Or
but he
40.
had a real young look.
Well, that's like Peter Gabriel. He never got famous till his 40s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
He was in a bunch of bands too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like almost
Big stuff.
so was the dude from Genesis, Phil Collins.
Phil
He was
Collins.
in,
Yep.
now he's a heck of a musician.
Now he started out with what was it, Alpha?
Fuck.
Or Genesis.
Wait, yeah. Before then, he was in a bunch of shit.
No, he was in Alpha before he was in Genesis.
Yeah, he was in.
Oh, okay.
Didn't him and Peter Gabriel
Alpha
do a
Nova
song?
or something like that.
Weren't they?
Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, were they ever bandmates?
I think that's what Aldanova was.
What was the firm?
Oh, that was more of a punk.
Plant and Gabriel, right?
I don't know.
The firm, man.
I just like I liked Peter Gabriel's "So." that was badass.
Yeah.
Have you heard the Coal Chamber remake of Shock the Monkey?
Very good.
Yeah,
Unbelievably good cover, man.
yeah,
Love is the drug.
fucking awesome.
Come up here, man. Grab a link and just get busy. Come on, brother. Here, I'll put it up.
Hey, have you ever heard of Devil Driver?
Oh yeah,
They're fucking awesome, man. They
yeah. I really like that band. Yeah. The what
he's
is
in,
it?
He's
Wolf
from Coal
Mother?
Chamber. They
Cold
redid
Chamber. I really like Cold Chamber and Helmet too. For some reason, I don't really know why. I'm not typically into that kind of music, but yeah, Cold Chamber really struck me.
that.
I really like Cold Chamber.
That's the lead singer from Cold Chambers is Devil Driver.
Well, the last I really got into music, I mean, really was
That
into
singer?
I was
Yeah.
Korn, Tool.
That
Crow.
shit's old, man. Yeah. That's
Remember
old.
Crow?
Crow. Not exactly. No.
Hark.
Man, they redid Ghost Riders in the Sky. It's all right. Takes some getting used to. Devil Driver. Oh yeah, man. I like them, man. I like them. I like Hold Back the Day, End of the Line. What's that other one? Fuck, man. It's about fucking dope. I'm pretty sure. It goes, you wear the chains you forge in life. Link by link by link.
Seen Devil Driver.
Line. Yeah.
You know what? The last concert I went to was?
I like 500 Death Punch too, man. It was Thin Lizzy.
No. It was well, the last concert I actually went to that I wanted to go to. I got married and then things changed, but was the Ultimate Sin tour. And they were opened up at Cow Pal by
So that was 92, 92.
Metallica. Yeah. No, that was 86. 86. Yeah.
Well, I mean, wasn't that their Blizzard tour? The Ultimate Sin.
So that's the
wasn't that
Ultimate
their-
Sin tour where he came out of that skull.
Oh well,
He had the wizard outfit on, and he turns around, and we were tripping, dude. I was already blazed and on a
I'd never heard of Ozzy then.
I was already blazed and on a sheet, dude, and just turn around, just some window pane. Not even my fault.
Wasn't my fault. I got Mickey.
It wasn't, man. I was like, oh shit, what did I just drink?
Damn, 86, man. Dude, I was living in Satellite Beach.
So, But he comes out of this chrome skull that rolled down from the rafters, and it turns around. The mouth opens up, and he walks down the stairway out of the mouth of it in this glimmering wizard robe. And his hand, he puts his hands out like this, and the lasers just come out. I guess they were wrapped up under his arms and shit, man. And they just he was pointing them at different places in the stadium, and they were bouncing everywhere.
Wow.
It was
Cool.
awesome. I was tripping balls, man, watching Ozzy. Right. He outstaged Metallica, dude. Of course, Metallica, once they get started playing, they all look the same.
Right. I was well, there's a deal with Metallica and Ozzy. I really want to talk to Diesel Defects, but there's a Metallica and Ozzy story here in Minneapolis. There was a mob event at a Metallica concert, and Minnesota took it upon themselves to ban Metallica from coming to Minnesota.
Whoa.
This is in about 99 or something like that. And so
did you guys ever see Dio?
Huh?
Did you ever go to a Dio concert?
No, I never did.
Oh, man. Dio, Yngwie Malmsteen, AC/DC, Van Halen, Ronnie James Dio.
The other Dio?
The Night Ranger, and Gary, Accept showed up there, too. It was all day.
Nah, I like them.
Monsters Rock concert, Nürburgring, Germany, dude, back in '84.
I saw Accept in Frankfurt. Yeah, dude. I saw Accept in AC/DC in Frankfurt.
Yeah,
sure. Oh yeah.
That was fucking bad as hell, dude. We were all fucking day and all fucking fucked up, dude. We had some cash out of fucking Amsterdam.
Sure enough.
Somebody was walking around with the purple microdot, you know. Yeah. And you would think it was a head concert the way things ended up, dude. Because it had chicks all over the place, you know what I'm saying? It was just crazy. I was dressed up as, you know, I had my camo on, and I had a shirt that I cut the sleeves off of, and that was what I went in. I had the gauntlet on and the whole nine yards, dude.
I think Tim Owens played for either Cannibal Corpse or Deicide, also. Canoes.
Somebody said there was going to be a mosh pit, and I was like,
it might have been Obituary.
Let me add it.
Yeah.
I was just listening to Obituary today. That's cool. No, so Metallica got banned from Minnesota for about 10 years. They weren't allowed in the state. And then they finally had a petition. The local radio station petition got 1 million, signatures to get them allowed. So then they opened up a concert, and they were like, wow, this is going to be kind of high demand, so we're going to do 2 shows. We're going to do one on Friday and one on Sunday. And what happened was that was one of the first online ticket sales in history, where you could purchase your tickets online, and that concert sold out in 40 minutes.
Wow.
Right? I was standing in line. I was camping in line overnight to get my tickets. And when I got up, there was 20 people in front of me, and they were sold out by the time I got there. I had been there since 5 o'clock in the morning,
Wow. Yeah.
There was probably, quite a few people in front of me, but they got sold out. So then I was bummed out, whatever. And they announced the 3rd show. So now they're doing Friday, Saturday, and Monday night. Or I can't exactly remember, but what had happened, what was so cool about it is during the show they had Ozzy. For some reason he was in a wheelchair, but you know how the football team would come onto the field through that tunnel? Ozzy was back there in that tunnel, and they put the lights on him, and there was like, there's our good friend over there, he came to see our show and stuff. So Ozzy was there. It was really cool night. But then the other one, Diesel Defects, was talking about seeing a concert in Denver. Man, I went on vacation with my mom. This is about 5-6 years ago. I went on vacation with my mom to Denver, and her girlfriend wanted to tour the IKEA plant. And I was like, no, man. I met this hippie chick that was roadie with Fish, and they were playing out at Red Rock. She turned me on to this concert downtown fucking Denver. And I told my mom, I want to go to this concert. She was like, well, I'll come and pick you. I was like, no, I figured it out already. I can catch the bus. And we were way out in the suburbs of Denver, but I had figured it out. I could get there by bus. So fucking A, I go to this concert, man. But guess who, man? God dang it. For some reason, the name jumped my mind right now. I feel really bad. The goddamn, it just jumped me. Who did I see? God damn it.
Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.com.
I know. God damn it.
Brought to you by Mind Flip.
Oh, man.
Brought to you by Sausage
God,
Gravy Biscuit Farms.com.
In '86, man, I was like 15, and somebody gave me a Metallica Master of Puppets cassette tape.
Oh, really?
And I fucking wore that thing out, man.
Right.
The thing that should not be. I loved that shit.
Puppets pulling your chain.
So then I got into like Celtic Frost and Slayer, Venom, Bolt Thrower, Grave. You remember any of them? Hypocrisy, 6 Feet Under. That's kind of later. That's 90s.
Do you know about Little Feat? You ever heard of a band called Little Feat?
I think so.
Yeah, pretty famous here in St. Louis. I don't know if they were famous anywhere else. You know about April Wine?
I think you played that song.
Yeah, they had a pretty famous. They're one-hit wonder.
Oh. What's the guy that...
Man, that's really hard, dude. That's really hard. When you realize that you freaking skipped the cog and your brain don't work right, son of a bitch.
You know what? It's time for it.
With the Devil
It's time for another hit, man.
Yeah. Hypocrisy used to be badass, man. I think they kind of...
Relax. Forgive yourself. Take another hit. It'll be all right.
So anyway, let me tell you the story without telling you the name of the band. The story is just as good. So we go down there, and this is a mosh pit, heavy shit band, right? There's going to be violence. You know this, right?
Right.
So, yeah. And so I told my mom, I said, well, it'll be kind of rough, and I don't know. I might not be in that great a shape when I get out of there, so I don't really want you to come pick me up and have to see me all in party mode, so I'll find my own way home.
Hey, Jack.
And I was being super careful, because what I did not want to do was get arrested in downtown Colorado while my mom's trying to get on a plane back to Minnesota. So I was being nice. I was trying to be nice, all right? Trying. But, it's a rock concert. What are you going to do? And that was just when they legalized everything over there. So in the club, there was always joints going around in the club. It was just smokier. It was great. It was fantastic. Really cool people. And I tried to lay low. It got so goddamn violent. They shut down the whole club, cleared everybody out, kicked everybody out. They told them, if you don't get out of here in 20 minutes, we're coming in with tear gas. They were serious. They were not joking. Man, we cleared out of there, and I went around and I went to a different club. I followed the whole gang. They all went to the next best club and everything on one of them little rickshaw bicycles or whatever. Right. Got a ride over there.
Yeah.
And that place was kind of actually, dude, I met some guys that I had sat next to at a fucking Pink Floyd, Roger Waters, The Wall. I sat next to them in Minnesota, and I met them by chance out in a bar in downtown Denver. It was so cool. But then, yeah, but that bar wasn't that cool, man. And so I asked another cabbie to take me somewhere, and he took me back towards town, and I went by that bar. They had changed the entire bar back over. It looked like a fine dining restaurant. I swear to God, they set up all the tables, and there were groups of 3-4 people sitting at tables eating. When I was there, it was chaos, man. It was chaos. It was the strangest fucking night.
I know, man. I was wide open back then too, man. Wide open.
Hey, Ranger. Come here, boy.
Wide open, buddy.
Come here, buddy. I want to show you how big this dog's getting. Come here, Ranger. Come here.
I remember the backup, the warm up band was Whitechapel, though. Okay, that's how it started.
Hey, Aaron, what do you mean? What the fuck? What do you mean?
Come here.
I don't know.
Come here, Ranger. He thinks I'm trying to take away his chewy.
Yeah,
He keeps
yeah,
running into
it
his
does.
creek.
It does. You guessed it right, man.
All right, good boy. Yeah, he's already been potty, so I'm gonna close him up. It's
Yeah.
Florida, you ever heard Whitechapel?
Yeah, yeah.
Good stuff.
That was back in like Metal Church. Remember Possessed? I liked them.
Yeah.
They only had a couple albums, but they were real good. That one they had. Oh yeah, Fist Bump. Hell yeah, man.
There it is. Oh man.
We was watching your stream, dude. Hey,
Where's
Aaron,
Aaron?
I'm not a 420 guy anymore.
Aaron's watching. I found this cool.
No.
He's a 475 guy now. Check it out.
475.
what's gotta get high on 475.
I'm telling you, dude, I really, really thought I was good with the torch, man, but I'm not. You got nothing on this thing, boy.
Aaron.
All right. This is making me so mad. I actually am going to go ask somebody what fucking band was at the concert when I went to Denver. Oh man, it makes me so mad. I should have never drank all that Diet Coke.
Like Misfit, Black Flag.
You gonna ask somebody?
Dan.
I gotta phone a friend on this one. Believe it or not, man. Unreal.
Phone a friend. What's up, man?
Time is irrelevant.
What's the difference?
Hey, you know
Where the
what?
hell was
Aaron's right about that. Time is irrelevant, you know?
Ooh, thunder.
It sure is, Aaron.
Armor. Where's the armor? Let me see him. Armor. Is he getting your food?
Wow,
He's getting Armor's food. Don't let him get your food, Armor.
anyone listen
Don't
to
let him get your food.
Stephanie K? No. I've been listening to like
Fucking Hatebreed. How stupid am I, man? It was Hatebreed, dude, with Whitechapel. You know it was gonna break out, dude. You know it. They came out at the beginning of the concert. The band came out and they said, "Look, we know this is gonna get fucked up, but please don't hurt anybody too bad."
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember all that because they were renting servers out of his car.
And
Yeah.
it went bad. Hatebreed. And then I got the hoodie. And I was like, man, I don't know. I'm kind of scared to walk around in the streets of Denver, man. There's a lot of freaks and hobos down here, man. I'll get rolled. And they were like, ain't nobody going to fuck with you wearing a Hatebreed hoodie, man. Big old letters. Hatebreed with flames on it. Yeah, man. Hatebreed knows how to do it.
And then there was a guy,
Another wild one.
Robbie Mook, I think, that came out and said something about this Russia thing right after that.
Yeah, but this was a company that had ties to Russia that was using server space on one of his switches.
Right, and this guy Mook wasn't even he was a Hillary. He worked for Hillary some kind of way, and he went on CNN and he mentioned.
Well, Trump was putting out he had signal. He was a P2P signal point on his building.
That's where that whole.
That's all bullshit.
Had even
he did. It was just another client. It wasn't nothing to do with any kind of underthought kind of shit. Somebody trying to draw strings through a fucking eye of a needle. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put some shit on Trump. That's all that is. Yeah.
Well, they gave away the story before it was even out, is what they did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard a shitty about Australia today that the Chinese Wait a minute. So the Australians decided to do an investigative deal on where the fuck this COVID came from. And when they told the Chinese about that, the Chinese said that we are going to stop buying anything from you if you do that.
I think I heard that.
We're going to cut you off if you investigate us. That's what they did.
Yeah, Jack mentioned it last night. Yeah.
Is that right?
Last night.
I heard that later last night too. Yeah, man. So it's real. It's real, brothers. If they're going through all that activity, there's something to be found out.
Yeah.
And it will. This is war. This is not a topic of conversation. This is a topic of war.
Yeah.
You ever heard of bolt thrower?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Like that.
You guys, I found the remainder of this quote that I had the first part of it for quite a while, but somehow today I ran across the second half of it. Should I read it?
Go ahead.
No. Okay. I'll leave it there then.
Yeah, read it, man.
I'll just leave it there.
Read it.
I said go ahead.
Should I read it? Okay. It won't take long. Of all tyrannies, a tyranny sincerely exercised for the good of its victims may be the most oppressive. It would be better to live under robber barons than under omnipotent moral busybodies. The robber baron's cruelty may sometimes sleep. His cupidity may at some point be satiated. But those who torment us for our own good will torment us without end, for they do so with the approval of their own conscience.
Yeah.
They may be more likely to go to heaven, yet at the same time likelier to make hell on earth. This very kindness stings with intolerable insult. To be cured against one's will and cured of states which may not regard as disease is to be put on a level of those who have not yet reached the age of reason or those who never will.
Right.
To be classed with infants, imbeciles, and domestic animals. Yep. C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis, man. That
was way back in the day.
Yeah, it was. And I had gotten the first part, but I never read this. I never saw the second half before.
What was the first part? Read that.
Of all tyrannies, a tyranny sincerely exercised for the good of its victims may be the most oppressive. It would be better to live under robber barons than under omnipotent moral busybodies. The robber baron's cruelty may sometimes sleep. His cupidity at some point may be satiated, but those who torment us for their own good will, for those who torment us for our own good will torment us without end, for they do so with approval of their own conscience.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, they're out to destroy us, okay? And they're not going to stop. So yeah, it's war. Yeah, it is. Because look, their goal is to destroy. And I'm not going to be destroyed. Huh? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll just run to the hills and stay there. Fuck it.
Darthrak. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in.
Oh man, more weed is always good.
Hey, our token.
Oh man,
You just keep pressing the issue. Huh, Florida?
oh man.
Have you tried it at 474?
No, I can only go five at a time.
Oh man, my sister got a new oven and it goes by degrees, and she can bake her pizza. She can bake her pizzas at 421.
I wouldn't waste my time with people. I wouldn't waste my time with people.
Hey, you guys.
In the boat.
Actually, 475 is low, man. People like set it at like 720. I ain't even never hit it. I think the highest I ever set it was like 550. And you talking about it's a big difference in
Axel, you did good.
I saw something the other day.
Axel.
These are awesome.
What do you got, man? What do you got?
Let me look it up.
High dams.
man.
Or it is.
Coal fired oven. Yeah.
Right.
When I worked at Papa John's, we'd stand under the pizza oven where the fan was, and we'd smoke joints in there. And then put the roach on the oven rack and watch it go in and just vaporize.
Right. I'm gonna share the screen for this one, and we'll probably get a strike for it, but I don't care. It's funny. This is awesome.
Epic rap battle. Okay. In the full screen.
Gather up your trolls and your soldier house. And your ants and your orcs and your wargs and your stains, your dwarves and hand trains. With the door into every lord in the ring. My fingers falling off with every character I've written. And they're like, go ahead, tell. All your bad guys died, your good guys survived. You can tell what's gonna happen. A page in H5. We're all seeing how to find some sex in your movies. Ditch the Goonie and cast a couple boobies. There's that your plots and that favorite to know. Your hobbit hole heroes can't handle my throne. Queens, dragons, dwarves, horses, fortresses, magic, and soul. You must make my whole shit, you uninspired hack. You want to war George? Welcome to Shine Rock. People says you got nothing to say. I'm number 1 and 2. You're under 50 cents a grade. I got the pose of a pro. Your shit's up. You're a pirate. You even stole my armor. Oh, we all know the world is full of chance and anarchy. See, it's true to life for characters that die randomly. One newsflash, genres called fantasy. It's meant to be unrealistic. You myopic vanity. I conscientiously object to what you're doing on these beats. I'll cut you like my teeth on Beauty and the Beast. You went too deep, Professor Tweedpan. We don't need the backstory on every fucking tree branch. I cut my teeth in the trenches of the song. You locked yourself. Take criticism on clothes from a noodle and a raven to say hi to his toes. Your fat jokes are worse than your pipe smoke. My show's the hottest thing on HBO. I'm rock and roll, you're a nerdy little nebbish, and I may be dirty, but you got a hairy foot fetish, dog. Even the names of your characters suck. You got buffers and buffers and brandy bugs. I got a second breakfast for all them goofy fucks. Lift up my gut and teabag into my nuts. C.S. Lewis and I were just discussing how you and Jon Snow both know nothing. There's a backstory on my box office is brilliant. Got my children making millions off my silver brilliance, and I'm more rock and roll than you've ever been. Don't believe me? Let's jump a little. You can't read me. Shit, I'm too towering. Every time I'm better, I return to the can.
That was funny as fuck, man.
I know, right? I'm telling you what, these guys are just these guys are awesome. I mean, if there's somebody I'd like to meet, it would be these guys that create these things, these epic rap battles of history.
That was one of the better ones.
Yeah, dude, they got one between Bill Gates and what was the Apple guy's name?
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, Steve Jobs. Right. I
used to like Mad TV.
They had one between Albert Einstein and
I saw that one.
Yeah, that one's good. Benjamin Franklin versus Willie Mays.
Yeah, where's Jack, man? Come on up, Jack.
Yeah, come on up, man.
Well, there ain't nobody drop a link in there.
Oh shit. Well, let me get that taken care of. I think I got it here.
I think we're running people off, is what it
Oops.
is.
I'm a link
Wrong link.
dropper.
All right, got
I
you.
got it with.
You
That's
got it?
what
Yep.
we're running
All
people
right,
off.
good deal.
All your hired workers are gone.
I know, right? Huckleberry and Ryan, they were the link propagators.
Hey man, they're killing off all the food, man. You
I
better
heard
get out and buy some cows from your local rancher quick before he slaughters them all.
right.
Dude, they're fucking killing all the ramen noodles.
Like, yeah, the big ones.
The big
Oh
cow.
man, where's
The
the
beef.
beef?
The
Oh,
beef Roman noodles, man. They're killing off the beef Roman noodles.
That's all right. I only eat the chili ones anyway. So
man, I love them fuckers, man. I don't give a shit. I love them.
No, they were they're talking about they've got them ordering to kill and swine pigs. It's like, why would you kill off a mature pig? That thing will stay on for another year. They don't have to be harvested immediately. Why would you be killing them off?
Yeah, they don't
right.
put that shit in ramen noodles. That's all fucking chemicals, man.
Right.
They don't put
But
no
wait, I didn't see
real
I didn't
hog in
see the
there.
actual. So did the president declare this
No, this is
wartime
not the U.S.
defense
president.
production? Huh, what'd you say?
No. See, none of this is. They just brought in a ship of beef from Namibia
Nambia.
or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So did the president enact that wartime defensive production for the defense
I think he
act?
did for
I
one
don't know.
company, but that was it. But I don't know if
Oh,
it's like an ongoing, like if he.
Right. It's like some kind of USDA decision or some shit.
I think he said he didn't have to, or he may have. He may have actually. I think I
They got
do.
them plowing under fields of, potatoes and food ready to go. I can understand some of that. The milk's only going to last so long, so you ain't going to be able to hold it for long. But cows and pigs and livestock, chickens, they're going to stick around for, a year.
right,
Man,
right.
what am I
And
gonna do
so
with no
we're
Vienna
getting
sausages?
destroyed from all directions, man. You know,
Hey man,
killing our
I
church, they're
guarantee you,
killing our
we live.
food, they're killing our relationships, they're killing our family, they're killing our economy.
Now they're trying to
You
kill our
know,
food
They're
supply.
trying. They're trying.
it's war, dude.
Yeah, man.
Get it?
I seems like that. You know, I can't even guess. I can't even second guess. But it seems like it's just maximum crazy right now.
Yeah, just weirdness is all about it. It's just absolutely bizarre. It's like, what the fuck would you be doing and killing off cows and chickens and shit?
Well, I pretty much come to the conclusion that any freaking news story I hear or read or see or whatever, I don't even believe it. I believe that there may have been a pig and it died somehow, and all the rest of it is just some fairy tale because it's the opposite of the truth.
Well, don't buy the
It's
hype,
not
but
the truth.
diseases are real, yeah, but
It's
don't
not
buy
the
the
truth.
hype. That's the thing.
It's the
Yeah, just don't buy
opposite
it.
of the truth.
I take that with a grain of salt. This story
Yeah.
about that they're doing this shit, I take that with a grain of salt till I see more
Yeah.
evidence of it,
Yeah.
or a second perspective, or some kind of corrective action or something. Yeah, I don't trust that it's real. I think it's more made possibly fake news.
Well, they're going to try to say, first the masks were running out, so
Right, Diesel. I see what you're saying. But yeah, that's ridiculous that they would do that. Why would they be doing that? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, some of it I get because okay, so the production's down, the delivery's down, but I mean, it ain't
nobody's
like
buying it.
you say, the cows ain't gonna run out of food. There's lots of corn for them. They'll be all right.
Right. Right. It's a self-sustaining ecosystem.
I'm
And
just gonna start eating
they're
grass.
not carriers or anything, are they?
I don't
Right?
think so. No. Right. Antibiotics. They got more antibiotics than we do.
You ain't lying.
Right.
Start eating
Part of
grass.
the problem. One of the problems.
The Bongino rule. Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? I didn't even hear about the what happened. What, they killed a hog or something.
Well, some guy came out and he's saying they're having us kill cattle and plowing under, whole harvest of pork, pigs and stuff like this, just burying them,
Huh.
shit like that. I'm like, what? They were
Wow.
doing the same thing with chickens supposedly and tilling up. Um,
You'd be
yeah,
nice.
it was ridiculous. I don't even.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So some people up here got together and went over to a rancher and bought about 4,000 head of cattle from him before he had to kill them.
Really?
They had a big old slaughter fest and chopped it all up and used it to survive. I don't know. How the hell are we going to survive? We don't have any food now. God damn it. They're killing us. The Chinese own a lot of the bigger beef places, and now what? The rules are we got to import it from Africa, where it is obviously full of diseases and shit. And it supports their economy. Why? I thought it was America first. What's going on here?
I'm just gonna quit eating that shit, man. Fuck that. I ain't eating that shit.
Well, that's the thing. They're not required to put. They're not required to put the origins of the beef on the packaging. It doesn't have to say imported from China. It doesn't have to.
Imported from Namibia.
Yeah,
It doesn't
ain't no
have to
telling
say
what any of this stuff. You really don't know what the fuck's in it. You don't know what the hell it is. I mean, really, because I mean, who's you know?
Well, Diesel, I got 60 rounds. I always keep 2 clips loaded. And that 30-round clip. Magazine. That's for you, Jack. He's like, Jack's out there going, they're not clips, they're magazines. Right.
Oh, the other day when I was out at the range, the one guy came with a 50 caliber black powder pistol, and the loaders that for the caps where you get a rack of them. So I guess it would be a clip, maybe you might call, where you get a rack of the caps in it, and then you stick it on the ignition hole on the cap, and then when you pull it off, it kind of squishes it on there for you.
Right.
And I said, so that's the clip for that gun? And he was like, man, it's black powder, you gotta load it. And I was like, but wouldn't that qualify as a clip? And then we started talking about it, and I guess, yeah, maybe you could call something like that a clip, I guess.
Right.
Semantics. It's all in the semantics.
Yeah, yeah. Well, all these words are they mean something in like your head, and it's a little bit different for Emerald, and a little bit different for me, and a little bit different, but it's kind of similar. But it's really, it's weird. It's like they do mean things. Yeah, these different
But
words.
yet we have group consensus.
Yeah.
Do you believe that you see yellow different than I do, but we both call it yellow?
Potentially.
Probably, man. I guarantee you. There's got to be variation.
There are those people that are colorblind. They can't see colors.
Well, my dad was colorblind, but I'm not. But
They
I'm
can pick
getting
up
old.
red, green,
Getting old.
blue.
I can't even see hardly anymore. They're Carpenter and the other guy.
Carpenter's in?
I was just No, I was acting like I couldn't see.
Yeah,
T-Rumps in the house.
double vision. So yeah, man. I saw one of my big faults today. I realized how incompetent I am today because I got into a little debate with my uncle. My uncle's a lefty. He's 2 years older than me, and my sister posted something about those two doctors
Oh yeah, yeah.
blowing the whistle on this COVID-19, and my uncle came back and said, "Well, they're not even doctors, and they're private physicians, and they have no right to say anything about anything, and they suck." And then so it was like, so where are you getting your information from? And he posted something about this organization called uh, the okay, I got this. Don't fail now, Toe. The American College of Emergency Physicians, and they were bashing on these two clinicians or whatever they are, right? Doctors, whatever they are. And so I started looking into the ACEP, and I started finding out who they were and who they were funded by and who they were organized by. And it turns out that they are just another one of many maggot organizations that are based out of Washington, D.C. They're 501c, they're tax free, and the people that run it and own it and manage it live in Potomac, Washington, the richest, most liberal New
Right.
World Order community on the planet.
Well, diesel defects, you know what? I've been preaching that same message here. I've been telling everybody about it. Yeah. It is the calm before the storm, at least of what we know of it. Yeah. Yeah. The Patriot trials are coming, and they're being rounded up. We'll see when it happens, but supposedly Trump is hinting that we're in the shadow of the wave. It's about to hit.
Well, that's a good heads up, Coach Truck, that they got a propaganda set up already to, you know.
Well, I wasn't able to continually follow it up, and that's where I found my what I need to work on. I said, so what are your resources when you do research, to my uncle? And he was like, well, I got Snopes, and I got Politico, and I got Fact Check. And I was like, well, yeah, but they're all biased, and they're all owned by who? Soros. Okay. So then I was like, well, I want to find out who this Dr. James D. Mills is with the ACEP, and how they got started, and who funds them, and who's their leader now. And I couldn't, man, because I don't trust Wikipedia. It's open source. Anybody can write whatever they want. And so I don't know, maybe Wiz, where do you go to find out bios on people and
You find
backgrounds?
out one of the companies that he's worked for, and he should have a bio on their web. Any of the projects that he's ever been involved with, papers that he's written from college.
Bring your own animals. Fuck if I know.
What is the way?
BYOA.
Bring your own ammo. That's all you need.
Ammo. Yeah.
Ammo.
I don't know.
I knew that one. That was great up. Bring your own ammo.
Open source. But you know how the Epoch Times put out that deal, that chart where it flows through and it explains how all the media goes up to one point.
Yeah.
And how they're all owned.
I don't see it being
kind of what I was looking to construct. What say?
I was answering Don T. Rump. I don't expect this to be a public brawl kind of war battle thing. This is going to be a little more surgical than that.
You know, I think NewsGuard will give a couple that like Snopes. They'll give them websites a green. You know, they'll say that it's true or not, and it'll be wrong.
Oh yeah, they're full of it.
Yeah, I think
They're
one.
bought and paid for. They're bought and paid for.
Yeah.
And so is like the Facebook fact checker. You know, I mean, she is the like chief engineer at the Wuhan freaking lab. So
Yeah, what the
how
fuck
do you
is
think
that?
she's gonna feel about any comments about, you know, because if it did escape from her watch, then she is personally responsible. I would be deleting all kinds of comments if I were her. I'd be deleting my for my life.
I changed my name, have an extra. Fuck yeah. Just disappeared one day.
Add an extra vowel on the end of your name
No, change the whole damn name. You know,
instead of Wing Wai, you'd be Wang Wei.
Wong Way.
Yeah. I changed it to Bennett, and I ain't in it.
I understand that, Don. What I'm trying to get at is there a good source where, say, a conservative could get the sort of the facts?
The facts, yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, I mean, I trust Alex Jones. He does his research, and it comes to me very quickly. But when I want to get on a specific topic, I'm really not able to do it. I'm clumsy.
You know, Bongino. Do you ever watch Bongino show?
No, I don't want to say it.
His show is nothing but facts.
I know, you're right.
And he'll quote these news articles, their own, a lot of times, and he'll leave them in the show notes, and he'll even email them to you.
I have a unreasonable personal bias against the dude. I can't even explain it.
Yeah.
I can't even explain it.
You know what I do? I go to the settings and I speed it up because I don't want to hear him talk about, you know what I mean? I don't want, you know, but he quit doing a lot of that. He sticks to the facts, man.
Yeah. No, I don't discount him or disrespect him or anything like that. There's just something personally in me I can't. Yeah. I just can't click.
Well, I can't watch Ben Shapiro.
You know, and I
can't watch him either.
I can do Ben Shapiro.
And Bongino looks like a cop too. You know, he looks like one of them. Yeah. But he's cool. He's cool, man. Nothing but facts on his
look on his face. He has that lockdown. Like, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass right now.
Yeah. Dude, just speed up the video to like
the lighter side of news. I'm gonna kick your ass right fucking now.
You know, that's what you do. Just speed it up.
Okay, I'll try it.
That's what I do.
Because I know he's good.
Yeah,
he's good.
And he'll bring up news articles and all the time. Yeah, Bongino's good. Hey, get out of there, dummy.
You know,
I watched In Pursuit of Truth, X22, Just Informed Talk, and Tim Pool. Now Tim Pool, that's who. Now he's on that all that NewsGuard, because he'll quote news websites that are green check verified by them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he says sometimes they're wrong. You know, they're wrong. They'll call it wrong. You know.
I keep trying to pay attention. Well, but see, okay, so what I'm getting, and these are all great names and it's great information and stuff like that. But it's according to whatever their topic is. So when I go on my own, man, I'm lost. It's like,
I know what you mean.
I'm not trained to do that kind of research. I need to work on that. I need some resources.
Well, you know, we're all just learning, you know, because we don't even know who the fuck. I mean, these, you know, you just found out this freaking people, they're set up with their own fucking misinformation. Oh, they got a whole website set up already, you know?
Yeah, I really don't understand the absolute.
You know, there's got to be hundreds more. We don't know. all the detail. You know, we can't.
Yeah, I don't know that there is a specific definition of conservative.
Right.
But there is, free man, and
But yeah, you know, I told my mom that, you know, let's say somebody wanted to try to be informed about the government. How would they do that? Well, it wouldn't happen by watching the news on TV.
now you can go to
You know,
.gov
what are you gonna do? Go to the
website.
library and check out some Encyclopedia Britannicas?
There, you
No,
can go to a lot of the .gov websites.
nothing.
You
You
can
know,
actually
You
no.
can.
go to CIA.gov and
Right.
Social
But, I
Security,
mean, you try finding the numbers of the murder
AMA.gov for
anywhere.
doctors.
I mean, how easy that is.
That'll tell you.
Library of Congress.
Library of Congress
Library.
is a good reference source. That'll point you in the right direction. And
I can't find any numbers of deaths anywhere in any city or nothing like that. That's weird, isn't it?
From what?
Well, I'd like to
go to
find Jacksonville.
whitehouse.gov and
There's
follow
no
the
number.
links to
Nobody
the
keeps
data.
like a tally.
Go to the whitehouse.gov
Okay.
and follow the links to the data.
Okay, I'll do that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's ways to do all that.
Okay, because I'm
To know who this doctor was in California that told them all they were full of shit. He says you have a 0.03 of dying from coronavirus just in California. Why the fuck are
Right.
you locked down? I'd like to know.
Why?
That guy's got balls. That's all I got to say.
yeah, man.
He just
We don't know shit that's happening. You know, like
He just shit in their Wheaties, man. They ain't licensed for long.
they're in California going, man, this ain't Trump's fault.
Or
Right?
Hold on a minute. Wait a second.
Trump didn't bring this shit.
Axios. I'm listening, Don. I'm listening. What the hell? Oh. So we got Chad Prither, Blaze, Louder with Crowder, Axios, Ben Shapiro.
All right.
I'll throw a couple. You got Mark Dice is kind of fun,
Yeah.
but that works.
Now he
And,
read his book. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
What's the other Mark? Mark my words guy. What's his name? Mark. God dang it, Mark. You know Mark my words.
I know.
The guy that speculates on the Civil War outcomes and stuff like that. And
Really? I never heard of him.
yeah, I was just watching it last night. Mark. There, somebody said it.
Mark
Yeah,
Levin?
no, no. Dang.
You know, I used to
Was that
listen to
the
Mark
guy?
Levin on the radio, and his fucking TV show is exactly like his radio show. You know,
Yeah.
that tripped me out.
With Levin?
Yeah, that tripped me out, man.
Yeah, I've been listening to him for a while.
You know, he's very intelligent. You know, now Fox News. Now tell me, Fox News could take 30 minutes every couple hours or so and take the time to explain this shit to people. You know, like Mark Levin does. You know, just explain it to people because nobody knows. You know, everybody's a bunch of geniuses, but nobody knows shit.
Yeah. Everybody's their own
Including me.
superhero.
Including me.
So, Don, what's going on in Iran now?
They ran when they should have stopped. They should have tried stopping.
Yeah. I gotta.
I don't know. That's it. You know, everybody's got their own opinion, and mine is just, you know, mine, I guess.
Well,
But
I don't hear
that's
no
why I
ghosts.
say, you know, I've never really been like connected to society, I guess, like y'all have.
Society.
Yeah.
Counterculture.
I
that's
haven't done shit with my life. You guys been in the
life
service,
is
served the
crazy,
country. Wish I could.
military lockdown, looting everywhere. That's India. That's not really Iran, but in India, they're getting destroyed. All their shops are busted down.
There you go.
Canoes.
Hey, there it is.
I don't know, man. I mean, this shit's. I mean,
I got a wishbone. I got a wishbone.
I told Aaron, and the few of us
What is that from?
really
A
were
mouse?
around to witness the
Right hand.
whole thing, man.
Right hand's wish comes true.
Looting
What'd you say,
and
Flora?
we all got to witness, this freaking huge turn of events while the other half of the country was lost their fucking minds.
Well, some people got it right. I was listening to the governor of Florida today. He was like, well, we noticed that all the roads were going to be shut down. So we sent out all the crews and we fixed all the fucking roads and bridges. So when we do get back on track, you're going to be able to get to work just fine.
I like DeSantis.
They took great advantage of the situation, man.
I like proud of him. I think he's like working for us.
He is. Did you see his interview with the president today, Florida? You might want to check that out.
No, I didn't. But
the president sat down with him today and Mrs. Bricks, and it was a really cool deal.
Cool.
Yeah, he's like
top notch.
Tiny wishbones.
We had Rick Scott was our governor, and he fucking went up the road. He's in the Senate now, I think. Mm-hmm. But he's a
Rick
fucking
Scott.
Shit, man. They start these freaking programs and shit, and it's just a big scam. Because what ends up happening is nothing. The opposite. And they
Well, the Yahoo News reporter was up there trying to bash Trump, asking him, well, what about you're saying that you did all this testing and it's really not true? And he was like, who are you with? And I said, Yahoo News. And he was like, well,
Who the hell are you? What are you doing in here?
Right. But so then he put Mrs. Bricks up there, and she was like, oh no, you got that completely wrong. We've done more testing than any country in the world. We've done more testing in each state than we've done. She just laid it out like, bam, shut the fuck up.
All right.
And then they were talking about right. And so then DeSantis, as governor, he took it upon himself to say, look, here's the people that are most vulnerable in our elderly community. So we're going to send all of our tests to the elderly community first, and we're going to protect the most vulnerable people first, which is a very wise decision, man. He saved a lot of lives by making a move like that. Don't just throw them out on the streets and have people without symptoms are going to get tested. We need the test kits for people that are vulnerable before.
Well, you can drive up and get tested if you want.
Yeah, they brought that up today. The drive up test devices that are coming out all over Florida.
But they won't tell you about the guy that poured gas on another guy and set him on fire. They won't tell you about the guy that shot his girlfriend in the face on Super Bowl. They won't tell you about that.
It kills viruses, though. Set them on fire.
They were corona deaths.
No, it was before Corona. They don't tell you shit, man. In Jacksonville, there were 34 children under the age of 16 murdered by gunfire last year.
How many?
1 year, 34 children under 16.
Wow.
Yeah. 34 murdered.
You think we should have shut down the nation for the opioid epidemic? Kept everybody at home so that people couldn't get to their dealers and shit? It would have saved a lot of lives.
I think they need to put a fucking lock on the pharmacy door.
Bust them down.
Put a lock on the fucking pharmacy doors. That's the only way we're going to stop it. You know, you have a right to see your doctor, and
Right.
you know,
those storms should be hitting here in a few hours. They're canoes.
Yeah, I'm already starting to get rain right here now.
I was reaching up that way.
I'm still loading up a bowl.
Yeah, you're way behind.
Well, it's so hot, man. I can't get it off the. I mean, it's coming off there, but little bit at a time, man. I'm trying to get enough for two totes. I'm telling you, I like this heater coil, man. Oh, I'm fucking this. I forgot the name of it, but this is I press the buds, man. I'm blazing the oil. Blazing the oil. I'm telling you though, the flavor is top A1. It smells better than a bag of bud.
A bag of bud.
Yes. It does, man. Yep.
Smells better than a bag of butt.
Yeah, man. It smells. I mean, the smell is.
There, now I'm all set. Man, I was depressed. I was ornery, man. It was crabby today. Crabby.
Why?
I'm good now, though. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Pipes save lives, man. Crabby.
Well,
world's falling apart. I got to do something about it, and I feel stuck, man. I feel really stuck.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I feel like I owe it to society, man, to fix this for the younger kids, man. You know, because I feel bad, man. I just spent my life worrying about myself, doing my little thing, living in my little joint. I didn't give a fuck. And now it's all fucked up, and I feel bad about it because I let it happen, man. You know what I mean? I watched it.
Yeah, it happened on our watch. You know, I get you.
It's rosin.
Yes, sir.
That's the oil right there. And he was asking me, "Is it honey oil?" No, I know what honey oil is, but it is. It's not. It's better.
Hey, this is what I built today. I'll show
Then
you.
I look at my dang it, you know, my mentality and stuff versus some of these people that are running the show these days. Man, I mean, I'm just a simple tow truck, but goddamn it, I'm a lot smarter than a bunch of these fucktards.
Yeah. Yep.
I wasn't able to put the drain plug in. I don't have the white silicone. I need white silicone to put the drain plug in, seal it. But it goes right in the corner. And these are the coolers I built.
That's really a classy look, nice butcher block type of deal.
McNuggets.
Those top boards are secured with 3-inch screws. And this thing's all put together with screws. And it's all solid.
Where's the bottle opener?
They have to get that one on their own. I should have. I would have that putting one on the front of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, as a hood latch for handle for the lid, bottle opener.
Well, I got the handle.
Oh, you already got that. Okay, all right. No, really nice stuff, man.
Piece of scrap wood. That's just a piece of scrap wood that's left over from cutting down one of the boards that I just sanded, routed it off, made it nice and smooth and round, sanded it off, and screwed it on.
Well, couldn't you just set the bottle tap on the edge of that wood and just go like that on the edge of it?
You could. But yeah, it's got that gas strut on it.
I wouldn't do that to your shit though. That'd be
That's
fucked
real
up.
cool, man.
I wouldn't do that to it.
What's the
I've
price
got
tag?
wood.
See the price tag.
I was selling them for $200.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you? What do you got for wheels? What do you got going on with the wheels?
Oh, no wheels. Wheels.
You got
Well, I want to
a
wheel it out to
Wheels on
my
the
fire
floor.
pit, but I don't want to leave it in the rain.
you got
I
to
got to
drag
wheel it out to the fire pit on Saturday night.
You can put wheels on it. Sure, easily. Yeah,
All right.
I could. I can put a small piece of wood on it to give it a floor, and then 2 angle pieces to support it up with the legs, and then you have a whole square support. You put the wheel on the bottom of
pinion
that,
steering.
and you can actually stick it up inside there so that the leg sticks down to cover the wheel.
Rack
So
and
it
pinion
moves
steering.
like a half inch off the ground, and the wheels don't even show. It just moves around like they're under the cabinet.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, then I
do
can
that.
bring it to the fireplace.
Those wheels
That
are like
sounds like it's
$6
right
a
outside.
piece. The decent wheels are like $6 a piece.
Mhm.
That sounds like it's right outside by now.
Yeah, that's a $40 increase.
Hey, there you go.
Right. Upgrade, $40 upgrade. No,
Yeah.
but I started out selling them for $100.
I thought you said 30.
No.
That must have been something else. You're charging 30 because I thought you were charging 30 for that. I don't know why. That is
It was
nice.
probably something else I was working on or working with. But yeah, these coolers. When I built them, I was selling them for $100, and the guy I
You was
actually
reselling them?
the coolers from, he goes, dude, you need to sell those for a lot more. Because get a website, put them up on Etsy or some shit, and sell them for like $400 a piece. I was like, what? He goes, yeah.
Well, yeah, you look at the ads. There's that company Yeti that makes those fancy new coolers. Those things are going for $400, $500, $600. Why not?
Well, I'm not running any special technology here. This is a finish it yourself project kind of purchase. I don't even finish it. I just rough sand it. I router all the edges and I sand it down nice and
You call it. It's a stopping point cooler.
It's a what?
To a stopping point cooler. I put it together all the way up to a stopping point.
Well, no, I get these people that want to finish it themselves.
Yeah.
I actually got I had a customer get upset with me because I sanded it so much.
Really?
I was like, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, dude, that wood was gray and that one was orange and that one was gray. He said that you sanded it. Yeah, I was like, dude, I didn't even have a clue.
You want to make him one?
Then I'll build you another one. He goes, no, I'll take this. But
well, it wasn't that big of a deal then. He was just pointing it out, though. I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, he wanted the patina on the wood. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I could kind of, but, I just feel it needs to be sanded. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It needs to be sanded to get rid of the splinters because the wood I'm working with ain't good wood. Yeah. And those coolers look that damn good when I'm
though. Yeah.
Miracle kind of thing that happens when I put it together, because if you saw the wood, and I'll show you some of the wood that I use because I still got some of the pictures and some of the video of it, but you'd be like, you're gonna use that, and I'm, because I even say that to myself. I'm really gonna use that to build this thing. Come on, man. I'm stretching it here. I'm kind of feeling bad about it when you get done, man. Things just come together like snap. And I've got 7 more coolers worth of wood cut up out there to build.
Let me borrow 7 coolers.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting
them up with beer.
I'm getting them up and I've already got 2 sold, and I have to build a planter box too. So I have to get that done. And but I wanted to get this first one done out of the batch to make sure my measurements and everything are good, because it's been about 6 months since I made one. So I wanted to make sure my measurements and everything were good on the wood that I was already working with. So, and I got enough of it in there to do all 7 coolers. So, kicking ass.
Well, here's an idea for you, Wiz. You could try marketing some larger coolers for party usage for bigger groups of people. Double the size of the cooler, put some wheels on it, and a trailer hitch, so people can haul it around in their backyard on the back of a truck or tow it with their lawnmower.
Right. I was thinking about putting some on a website, and making a website for Got Wood. Got Wood Crafting is the name of the
Make it
business.
where it could stick in your Reese hitch.
Well, the name of my business is Got Wood. Because we got wood.
You could make it where you could stick it in a Reese hitch. That'd be cool.
A hitch.
Yeah, stick the cooler in the Reese hitch
Oh yeah, something like that.
instead of towing it around.
And I got an idea for building one of these cabinets around one of these small deep freezers. I'm going to buy a new deep freezer and cabinet it, because I'm also going to put in the styrofoam around the deep freezer. I want another casing to put the deep freezer in. And I'm going to build one around the deep freezer so I can put it out on the patio. And a hot day, it's not going to get heated up and have to run all day.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to do that, and I want to build a patio bar table. And I say bar table because it opens up into a bar. It closes, and the 4 stools.
You a fucking, when you get your sawmill going, make you a 20-foot bar stool, man, out of one plank. Wouldn't that be cool as shit?
20-foot bar stool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just, out of one
a bench.
Yeah, well, bar,
bar height bench.
But no, a bar, like a bar.
Oh, the bar.
Yeah. Or even longer if you could, man.
I guess I could.
Badass.
I have to get somebody to build it for.
You'd have to get like a big tree, and get the slab right out of the middle, like them Japanese dudes did when they was getting that tree. I don't know. I seen a video about that. This Japanese dude in New York, and you just know, man, these dudes at the table.
I gotta armor my garden.
They got ripped.
I have to armor my garden before I can finish it. Okay. I don't actually have to build a greenhouse, but I do have to put up the framework and then cover it with chicken wire so I can get some vegetables out the damn thing. Ranger's doing great though. He was chasing squirrels early this morning. Came out for
cheers. I mean, good day. I mean, good day.
Let's hear from the other side.
Basically, China declared war on them. I let them know that, yeah, we're ready to play. Apparently, they've got a problem with their high games at the moment. They're locked out of the controls. Someone's hacked all their AS400 servers and they can't do it. Big problem. Below, in the valley below one of the big high dams, 10 nuclear missile silos. Can you imagine what a dam break will do to them?
So what you said, they declared war?
Basically, they told Australia because we're we have intelligence agents inside of China, right? We're providing the global community with information going out of there, but the UN and the World Health Organization have been trying to shut it all down. China has basically said if we carry out an independent investigation into the source of COVID-19, they will not buy anything of us, and they will sanctions, all that sort of stuff. They will get their business partners around the world to blockade us and all that sort of thing. That's an act of war. So let's play.
Well, may God be with you, brother.
Hey, Yeah, and that's the other. Last night was the 5th night in a row that Paris saw riots. No one's saying nothing. The jihadis are all going off over there, and that's why it's not there. If it was anti-government or anti-virus or whatever protesters, you'd hear all about it. But no, this is the jihadis. While you're there, Don, and that before this dries out, if I can get that into there, I'm getting these things in. The
Put
pins
them
are
up
in,
with.
and I got them sanded down flat and smooth. There we go. Just want to get them into the angle there. Excuse me, that's actually wet. That's me spreading water all over it. Just trying to keep the shine up on it. But that's where we're up to today with yours. The next little trick is, again, like I was saying, the little trick to fill in this little scratch and all that sort of thing. I've got to do a little bit up along here. But yeah, this should be done in a couple of days now.
I love that point. I love the point on that one.
Thank you. But look, that design's 200 odd years old. This, longer, 400 years old. It was called a Chicago Skinner back in the days. It was a trade knife put out by Brown and Sons. They came out, they set up and all that sort of thing up in Pennsylvania, and were supplying to a guy up there in Chicago, back when Chicago's had bears running around everywhere. Now the bears have got fucking technology. So changed a little bit. So you don't need one of these up there. You need an Armalite.
Do you remember the buck knife that was a Skinner knife? The Akida? I really like that knife. I mean, I used it for deer, and it works. It really does what it's for.
Yeah. But that's the old buck. Buck was since been bought out by Thompson Brands, and they're all made in Guangzhou, China. Buck, Thompson Brands, 3 lawyers, an accountant, and a property guy. And basically, they got into knives because a couple of them were into the knives. A couple of them are ex-Benchmade. Now, I don't know if you know the Benchmade company of knives, but in the last 7 years, they've made more money out of suing other knife makers than they have out of actually making and selling knives. That's their new business strategy, because they put out a whole pile of blanket patents out on things. They haven't made these knives, and they've just got blanket patents with very loose descriptions. And if you fit their stuff, that's why I'm not into out the fronts or anything like that they do. It's just too. Basically, they say any out the front knife, and they can sue you about it. Any out the front. Doesn't matter about the mechanism, how different it is from yours is from theirs, all that sort of. They'll sue you.
Jack, what percentage of Australian land is owned by Chinese?
I'm believing it's between 12 and 14%. But then there could be broken deals.
Can that be undone immediately?
Absolutely. And that. So, what we do is we have a coup. We replace all the government, and that we put an interim government in. We nationalise everything. Foreign ownership is ended. We'll renegotiate everything, and that, like Pine Gap, Pepcorndale, happy to continue that. But for the time being, you shut down until we get everything orchestrated and all that sort of thing. Find out who owns what, because the French are actually buying. We found out that one of the French corporations, Malat, which is actually a milk company, and that Farmlat and all that sort of thing, huge, did a brokership deal with China. And all that sort of thing. So everything that's produced there, instead of coming onto the Australian market, is now going to go to China for them, made in Australia, all that sort of thing, under a French brand name. But the whole thing was financed by the PRC. It didn't cost Farmlat a cent, but they're going to get the marketing back end of it. And so the Chinese own land and the mineral rights, but they've also now we're finding out they've been making overtures through other companies. Not being rude, American companies are the biggest offender here, brokering Chinese deals for the coal mines over here. Whilst the same groups from America are funding the environmental group. One of them, Fort Partners, which is just a investment,
Yeah.
They make and produce nothing, but they just buy companies and trading companies and all that sort of holding stock. And that, so
Kind of a Romney kind of deal.
have deployed around the world over $2 million to Extinction Rebellion, which is the environmental side of Antifa. And at the same time, been lobbying the Australian government to sell the Australian coal mines to another American group, which is actually a front for China.
Well,
So we figured that.
Fucking A, man.
well,
But remember, we've got two governments, two parties over here. One's socialist and one's owned by, or pretty much controlled by the UN. We've got 5 or 6 independent senators in amongst that, plus we've got the Shooters, Fishers and Farmers Party, which is my little bit in it. And at the moment, everything's on fucking hold. This virus app that they were going to force down people's threat is no longer mandatory to download. So I don't have a smartphone, so I couldn't download it anyway. But under the regulations, I would have been forced to get my first smartphone and then install the app. But no, that's been changed, thankfully, now to a crazy lady in Parliament called Pauline Hanson, which everybody thinks is a nutcase. But she's got a little bit more common sense than what people give her credit for. 2 independent senators and the Shooters, Fishers and Farmers Party, so we've blocked that federal. Some of it, we can't control the state, so if the state goes lefty and makes it mandatory, we've got another fight in our hands on that.
so how would that work for us in America if we were to say that only Americans can own American corporations and land and
Citizens owning land. Yeah.
how are we going to do that?
You'd have to pass another amendment.
Amendment to which?
No, there was one early done, 1831, Sovereignty Act. You know, it's where everything, the sovereign citizen and all that idea came from. Was manifest and all that sort of thing. You've got to reinstitute that in its full entirety. And that, so it's been watered down and cut back, and that ever since 1831. Because what happened in 1831, you had the railway expansion, and they started bringing all this Chinese labour in. And some of the brokers, the middlemen in the Chinese, and that were basically slave traders, and they were rich Chinese who were getting poor coolies and that come over here working, and these guys were paying them for the privilege of working for the first 3 months, and then the rest of the 12-month contract they get to keep the wages. But their first 3 months' wages went to these rich bastards. They started up buying up fucking lands around San Francisco, Los Angeles, and all that sort of stuff. They was talking about making a bridge crossing, and that, but it took them another 50, 70, 80 years to finalise that. But the land that they wanted for Golden Gate Park and all that sort of thing was actually owned by a Chinese guy, and it caused a stink.
You mean like where the Presidio is?
Yeah, the Presidio was actually owned by a Chinese guy. So they, when what's the name, and that they enacted it in there. Now this is the problem. This guy was going to set up a little branch of China in there and all that sort of thing. And said, hey guys, this was earmarked in that. This private corporation sold it, even though we had a back end deal with them, and that we would buy them when we got the money up because the government's been broke. But we got to resume all this, and he sold it to somebody else instead. Rich foreigners coming in, snubbling up everything, and that's what the Sovereignty Act was all based on.
Yeah, that's when
So
they were going to
that's
set up all those China-only zones, actually sovereign areas. And they were going to call them free trade zones.
Yep.
Free trade zones. So,
Yeah,
but that's going to have to
all
happen.
your customs and excise, because at the back in them days, you actually had import tariffs, and that's where your taxes. You didn't have taxes on people. Companies paid taxes. They paid taxes on imports and all that sort of thing. And then put that in there. You had a business development council started in 1810, and the excises that the federal government put into there, part of that went into there, and industries would use that as a bank and get low interest loans to grow their businesses to increase exports. If you're an exporting business, and that you can go to them, get very low interest loans, and that, and do all that sort of thing. This is all part of the Sovereignty Act. This is where the banks took over and started bleeding all the businesses dry. Okay, you've got to go back to these early days, and that where part of your tariffs, your imports, and that to protect your industries and that made available, and that's like a bank, and that people can go in there. If you're developing a thing for export, like I'm a small businessman, I'm making knives and all that sort of thing, and all of a sudden I start getting business in the EU or wherever. So I want to grow that, and I want to put on 2 extra people on that, and I need a 50 grand loan to buy an extra machine and all that sort of stuff to do that. All right, I can go to that organisation. I can borrow that at 1.5%. It's not going to bleed me fucking dry. The government's going to get a little bit of interest on the return on there, but we're going to get the benefits of export. Currency coming in, foreign currency coming in. So your dollar is bolstered by all that foreign import currency. See how that works?
Wow. So, but I mean, the angle that I'm getting at is like this beef thing that's going down today, where they're killing all the beef for whatever reasons. But
That's bullshit.
and come to find out that
That's
it's
bullshit.
a lot of it.
Why kill a fucking yearling calf, and it's still going to be good in fucking 3 years' time?
Exactly.
I think it's all fake news, dude.
Feed it and all that sort of. Yeah, you're going to have extra costs on feed. This is the problem with feedlots. This will be about feedlots because they're all about turnover. They buy the cattle cheap, and that stick them in feedlots, fill them up full of fucking junk, and that fatten them up, get the most weight for them, and then throw them through the slaughterhouse, and that and you're getting second grade meat. And
steroids
they
and what?
cannot. There's no food on those things. There's no pastures and all that sort of thing. Now, like out here, we're pasture credit.
Mm-hmm.
So no feed. Oh, there is a feedlot up the road, and it's run by Yanks. It's halfway between Dimmy to Nil, up near Garang, and there's a feedlot up there.
Oh, okay.
But those blokes have got 400 acres around there of grain and hay and silage that they grow themselves, so they're self-reliant. They know what their beef are getting, and they're getting primo bucks for it. All right, this is restaurant. All right, this is beef. Yep.
So, but what happens here in America is that it then qualifies as free range, and then it costs more, right? So the profitability isn't there. So the only way to go then is to get the higher prices by calling it organic. But the problem with organic is the FDA has their fingers so deep into the rules to be able to call things organic that it is not cost effective to grow organic beef, because now you're talking about
solution
$8 a pound.
You know what's funny thing? You can't follow the regulations and have an organic beef cow.
It's impossible.
Well, over here, if you're on a property that's never had chemicals on it, and that and I was looking for properties like this, and that I got an old abandoned dance hall that had 17 acres around it. So I used to put my potties on there. They never saw a vet in their life until they were certified organic. They never saw a chemical. There was no chemicals used on the place. There's no chemicals used here. I've got a mouse problem at the moment, and I've got my answer for that, 20 traps. I'm not putting baits out because the chooks are dead mouse will be on the ground. Chook will come out, eat the dead mouse and that, and I'm eating the eggs. Fuck that. Not using poisons or chemicals around this place. So that was it. They look at the property, look where it's at. No chemicals. You certify this. That's done. Vet's okay. And it's worth that extra 80 cents a kilo live weight, and that at the auctions. Then when it's organic. The bloke's come across there and he's got the nice suit and he's got the clipboard and the nice Texas accent. Some mighty fine cattle there, boy. He says, before they go up to auction, would you take 6,000 for that little parcel? Yeah, I'll do that. Yes, thank you. Cash money. I'll go on top. And he's buying for restaurants.
Oh.
He's buying for restaurants. Oh yeah, and now over there you've got boutique providors and that special beef suppliers and all that sort of thing, lamb, exotic meats, crocodiles, all that. I see the same guy, up there at the meat auction when I go up there to Northern Territory. He's over there buying for these big money private auctions.
Hey, Battery, welcome in. What the hell are you doing?
He's got the cat
He's
boy.
talking to my cat.
You fake cat.
She can't hear you.
You faker.
Sounds
I
like
was
a
looking for a cat. I figured it was canoes with Snowball, the black cat.
Yes.
Sounds like
Snowball
he's
that fell
on
down the
last
chimney.
leg.
So I don't know. I mean, here the Chinese bought up the big beef producers.
Yeah. And then threatened to cut you off.
Yeah.
So it's got to change. So we got to go to the sovereignty
That's what
thing.
they did with your pharmaceutical industry. Oh yeah, we'll cut you off. Yeah, they're your companies, but we won't let anything get out.
And we're in
you know,
trouble.
your company signed up to that too.
I know. I feel so damn ignorant.
Wait till they reinstate the. Wait till they remake the Glass-Steagall Act.
Glass-Steagall?
Well, they're not going to repeat that mistake. They're going to make a whole different bill.
Hey, did you see 4 million cans of that synthetic tuna? It's all actually plant protein, but it's canned pretend tuna, TUNAH, has been recalled because the amount of estrogen in those things is 4 times that you legally dosage on the pill. People on the street taking sex change hormones and all that sort of thing. It's twice as those pills.
Yeah.
They're making the frogs gay, man.
Hey, they're making the people gay. They make them grow.
They're making the what gay?
Everybody getting man titties eating that shit.
No shit.
Yeah. So yeah, that was their new thing. 4 million cans ready to ship, and they had to throw them. And that's another thing China hates Australia for.
For calling
We
them
test
out
all
on
this shit. We got
'Cause
to.
they
You
look-
can't trust the Chinese for fucking nothing. They sent out baby food. It was melamine powder. It's plastic. It looked like milk, but all it was going to do was block your kids' kidneys and liver and that and kill them.
I remember
Yeah, I
that.
heard about plastic in the rice and stuff like
Hey,
that
how
too.
many cats and dogs did they kill a couple of years ago in Walmart alone?
Yeah, exactly. All that bad pet food.
Wasn't that when Obama was in office?
Yeah, and deregulated all the food imports from
Yeah.
China and that, and removed all the food safety labeling laws that went up on the previous administration. He took them down as a restriction
I
to
remember
American business, but it only applied to fucking China. That was another lie.
Yeah, I remember that because I had to
As a
pull all that
restriction
canned
of
food off the
American
shelves at my
business
store.
moving this. But what he didn't tell you was he only removed it for China. Americans still have to fucking label their food.
Right.
We don't know what's in none of this shit. We're breathing nothing.
Well, that's why we've got the CSIRO, the Commonwealth Science Research Investigation Organisation, and it's got the food safety labs in underneath that. We test all this stuff. And you're kidding. This is the scientist up there with the baby food. He said, "You're kidding." They got him on tape, and it's been taken down. It was classic, typical Aussie. He starts speaking off all scientific and all that sort of thing, and then he gets up from his computer. He says, "You're kidding." He picks up a can. He says, "We've got to ban this shit now. Fucking right now. This is not food. This
You
is
just
glue."
realized how much plastic was in it.
Yeah, plastic glue. It was plastic glue, and that's what they were telling us. That's why over here, and we've got all the Daigou. They're the Chinese bulk shoppers. They go to the supermarkets. They're the people who caused all the panic buying with toilet paper and masks and all that sort of thing. They were doing it 3 months before they told you that it was infectious. So yeah, that comes. But they buy up supermarket loads. Do a search, baby formula fight, and I guarantee it'll be in Australian news. And it'll be Daigou and that you know, they'll empty the shelves out, and if you've got a can in your thing, they'll take it out of your trolley. I know, because it's all about making money for them. They're going to double their money. They buy it in the supermarket, ship it to China, and they charge double for it. Because people in China don't trust their own products anymore.
Yeah.
What's up,
Yeah.
Mr.
April Live.
What's up?
So what was the motivation there, Jack? Were they trying to get rid of a contaminant chemical, or were they trying to kill babies, or were they trying to
Profit.
Yeah.
Profit.
Yeah, adding bulk
Pure
to
profit.
because it
Man,
was a byproduct they didn't need or something, this glue or
Well, they
whatever,
could add bulk to the product.
cheaper than milk?
Michelle, hold on a second.
It's okay. He doesn't give a fuck. I'll get going.
Well,
No, they could add bulk to the product, you know. So
Right, but I wondered, is it
they could double
just
their money if they put half
volume, or
half
was
and
it
half.
to poison kids, or was it to get rid of a hazardous
what
chemical?
are you
Or
talking about? Are you talking about what he was talking about? Was they were buying up all the local stock because they don't trust their own suppliers in country in China, and they were shipping it back to China and selling it for twice what they paid for it. It's all about profit. Had nothing to do with anything else.
I was watching
but I mean,
from the car.
the Australians were testing the food and they found out that it had glue in it.
Well, yeah, okay, or something like that. You know, whatever it was.
I'm trying to find it. It probably still is out there somewhere.
I'm just wondering what the true motivation of these people are. It just baffles me. The things that I'm thinking, like I got this tiny little pocket knife and I bought it at a dollar store for $1, and I just can't. It doesn't. I cannot figure out how this decent looking little knife is for $1. You know, I mean, they getting $1 from us, is that fucking important to them people? I guess.
Well, it's all about profit. It's all about profit. What can they get away with? You know. Jack, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack was talking, and you came in and just started talking over him and stuff, and he's.
I couldn't hear him though. I can't even hear Florida.
I'm not saying anything. But
Well, I think Michelle's got a bad connection because her audio and video are not.
Yeah,
synced
let
up.
me refresh because I couldn't even hear him.
There's the other link. I'm taking that. I want to see that baby food one too. Thanks again, Jack.
2008.
Let me get that. Oh, that one didn't grab. Drag and drop. There you go. Got it.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, Jack was just trying to tell you it was just about profit. It had nothing to do with anything else. They just, even the stuff they were putting, the shit they were putting in it was just filler. They probably got for next to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they just put it in there.
Well, I saw something like that with rice. There's plastic in the rice, and it was like, what are they trying to kill people, or are they trying to get rid of the plastic, or are they trying to add volume, to the product? Or
Yeah,
I didn't
so
understand.
volume to the product with waste materials. If you can do it and get away with it, yeah.
Bulk it up with some glue. That should weigh a ton. Yeah, them fucking
Yeah.
sneaky fuckers.
Man,
Hmm?
I used to have this one guy that we'd buy weed off when I was a kid, and it always have like one or two of these little BBs in it,
Yeah.
but they're lead, fish lead BBs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These little bastards were heavy, so we got half the shit we were supposed to get. You know?
Yeah.
About 15, 20 years ago, there was a big scandal and health scare in the UK. The major weed suppliers over in England were weighting up their bags of weed with microscopic glass particles. And tiny little BB-shaped beads of glass that you could only see through a microscope, to bulk up the weight, and people were inhaling this shit and getting some kind of weird lung sickness.
Wow.
Yeah, all
Coal
greed,
miners, lung, black lung and shit.
pretty much.
All profit. It's
Pretty
all
much.
greed.
Man.
Yep.
Well, that's never going to end. I mean, a war won't change that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's fucked up, man.
But dealing with the fuckers would. But we don't know how to deal with them no more. No. It's called nationalism, people. Let's use this word.
But that's racist.
That's racist.
Nationalist.
That's
The word is no. That's a different word. The word I'm talking about is nationalist. I'm not talking about that word. It's in
Patriotism. Yeah.
Yeah. When you look in the dictionary, nationalism is under N, see, and racist is over there under R. It's a different word. They don't mean the same thing.
Yeah.
Public service
Because it ain't a
announcement, in
race.
case people didn't
Ain't
know.
no race. Ain't nobody racing.
Yep.
We're all going to get there at the same time.
Right. The human race.
I guarantee you that. We'll all be there at the same time.
The human
Well,
race.
that's the thing. You know, if we start a war, okay, start a war with China. Are we starting a war with the Chinese people? No, we're at a war with the Chinese government, right? Because look, in China they're cutting down 5G towers all the time, every day, because the people know that this 5G is killing people, and they're chopping down the towers, and they're in a communist. You know what I mean? They're under heavy control over there. They get their asses straight up beat and disappeared over there, and they're still doing it.
While Bill, you're right. It has been weaponized. You know, what people forget is you're allowed to think whatever the hell you want to think.
Your language. That's what I say.
Buddy.
Take it back.
You're
That's what it is.
Think however you want to.
I like how Carpenter Patriot puts it. I refuse.
I want to live in Peckerwood, Mississippi. Damn it, I'm gonna move there.
I refuse to comply. It's just like Carpenter Patriot. Yeah.
That's all there is to it. You know,
Yeah.
you're allowed to be whatever you want.
Exactly.
Apparently, you can be a unicorn with wings.
You know, that's what it says on my birth certificate. I don't know.
As a gender, so
I consider myself to be a normal, rational man.
you're free to think whatever you want to think, man.
That's right.
As long as it don't hurt nobody, break nobody's leg.
What's up? Oh, okay, here we go.
See, that's what people forget.
I can hear you now.
Can you?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can't hear me.
You can't hear you.
Is that connection better?
I got a fan going. I can't.
If you can hear us, it is.
What?
That's weak. I have had bad connection.
What?
Shut up, Florida.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, fire in the boat.
I got to turn mine on first. I can't just fire it up. It's like an old Model A. You got to warm it up for about 5 minutes.
Brought to you by Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.com.
Let me tell you what, I thought I had skill with that torch, but now I know. I wouldn't
I made a huge thing of beef stew yesterday, and what does the husband do? He mixes the beef stew with all the noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, you don't mix it with the noodles. You only put it as desired. Like, you put the noodles in your bowl, and then you put the stew on top. Not mix it, because then the noodles get mushy.
Oh, but they get good.
Nobody likes some mushy noodle.
That's right. Nobody likes the mushy noodles.
I love mushy noodles. What are you talking about? It's like
so
goodness.
Doris Biden today, huh?
You get all that beefy flavor into the noodle, man. That's yeah. Every bite is a piece of beef. Yeah, that's the shit.
So Hillary endorsed Biden.
Yeah, right.
They need to. They need to
She
go. They need
did
to all
that
go
for him.
endorse the other side.
I think it's everybody's just running to
Crossover.
Joe.
Yeah, but he's got no followers, man. Not even on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, look at his numbers versus Trump.
I
Just the
guess I
people who
never
follow
pay
him on
attention.
Twitter.
But
Yeah. I mean, I don't check Twitter too much, but yeah. Check out his followers on Facebook pages and on Trump's Facebook pages. Compare the numbers. He ain't got nobody on his side.
I know Trump would dissect them with one tweet, man. Take them
you
apart.
do remember Democrats cheat, right?
Yeah, but they have to be out of prison to run for office.
Yo.
You can't run for office if you're under indictment, right?
Oh man, let me plug my battery in. Hold on.
What? Biden said, "Oh, so what's happening today? Hillary's going to come out and endorse Biden? Did that happen today?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hillary wants to
Okay.
be vice president. You guarantee that's right.
Game on now.
I told you that was going to happen.
Wow, this thing.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
I told you that was going to happen. Hillary's going to go vice president. Biden's going to be called
But
incompetent, and then she's going to be president.
I mean, doesn't her endorsing him imply that she has no intention of running? Isn't that the implication?
I
No,
thought she
because
wouldn't have
otherwise
the
she would have
balls to
just
run
stepped
because
up and said,
she's
"No, he's
actually
my adversary."
well, Judicial Watch said that she's under investigation again.
Always.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
The foundation and all the shit. Yeah, she's under investigation. I guarantee you, on a couple different ways.
Oh man, now it's coming right off of there. It's just the right temperature.
She's not even human, battery. I'm telling you, she's not human.
I'm guessing it's 77 or 78.
What'd you call her? Anunnaki?
My
What did you?
my theory is that when she's behind closed doors and not around the cameras, she's like in that Simpsons episode where she's floating around inside a little UFO with a glass thing over her head, and it's just her head flying around. That's all she is.
Right.
The hell to be.
Yeah.
I heard she is really quite the crude bitch. No, from her Secret Service people and stuff, they say she's intolerable.
Oh, dude. I'll give you a prime example of that. Okay, about 20 years ago, there was a Secret Service. The guy, his name was Gary Aldrich, and he was a FBI agent that ran the background checking office in the Clinton White House.
Mm-hmm.
And he exposed all the crap about how the Clintons and especially Hillary treated their Secret Service details. They treated those people like crap.
Oh
Like
yeah.
slaves.
Didn't he have an
Basically
accident?
slave. Not sure.
I think
I only
so.
wrote the one book, and I never heard anything after that. Yeah, he probably got Arkancided.
I think so.
Yeah, he probably died.
I heard they tried stealing China when they left the White House.
As
Is
soon
that
as they
true?
lose the limelight, they're open game.
Is it true they tried to steal China though when they left the White House?
What?
Isn't it true that the Clintons tried to steal China from the White House?
They stole a whole bunch of shit from the White House when they left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some
They took
busts
the
and
W's off the keyboards.
They took some silverware. They took a china set. They took some of the stuff, and this was all stuff that was part of the
National
museum.
treasure.
Right? Yeah. They
Actually,
stole
the whole
the
house.
bedding. They stole the bedding from the Lincoln bedroom. Shit.
No way.
Yeah, he would have taken the Resolute desk out of the Oval Office if he could have.
Yeah, I believe that.
With Monica's gum underneath it.
Yep, all the Remington bronzes. Yep, I remember.
I got a
I don't think
Remington
it's just gum, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think she was the only resident under that desk.
This is what I don't get, man.
Good.
Why would she keep the dress and not wash it?
Proof?
What is up with that shit?
Yeah,
Who
evidence.
does that?
Insurance.
That's you know who does that?
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Politically minded people.
You know.
So I'm going to sleep out on the trampoline tonight. It's going to be a clear night, no wind. Might get down to 40 by morning, but I'm going to keep an eye open for the Starlink. Should be passing by perhaps early in the AM hours, but probably tomorrow night, which I think is going to go most likely Thursday early AM. I should be able to see a streak of the Starlink satellites going from west to east across the sky, sort of a little bit northeast. I mean, would be coming from northwest. I saw them once before, and I didn't know what the hell I was looking at, and now I do know, and I want to see them again.
I've heard some of you guys were going to get bad storms today. I mean, certain states.
Everything from Michigan
Oh yeah, there's a line that's running all the way from Texas to Michigan.
We have swarms of lightning strikes here.
Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas are going to get hit pretty hard.
We're having swarms of lightning strikes here. Of course, I live on the ridge, so it's striking all up and down the ridge.
You want to go outside and hold up an umbrella or something?
No,
Get
that's
your
okay.
pole, put it on a pole and stop the
That's
rain
your
from
job
way
there.
up.
I got a spot for you to do that
Yeah.
when you get here,
Okay.
right out front. Yep.
That's what I tell my mom when it rains. I say, you ought to go get that pole out there and go hold it up.
I got a camera on it, so
Well,
we'll to you.
Wiz, what you should do is designate a couple of trees on the ridge line that are away from your house and throw some lightning rods on them. You know, the tallest trees that you can find that aren't close to your buildings. And that way, any lightning strikes coming by are going to target those and nothing near you that you can,
that's a
get
good
damp.
idea. Yeah.
Already ahead of you, bro.
Got it.
Already ahead of you, man. Got it.
Oh, well, let me guess. You've got them running to your flux capacitor.
Yes.
1.21 gigawatts. Great Scott.
Great Scott.
Well, no, I have them picked out. The big one in the front yard. I'm gonna cut off all the branches off the tree, but it's a good 40-foot pole. I'm gonna turn it into a flagpole and put a striker ground on it. And then there's I got one between the house and the garage, a tree that's already stripped down. We're gonna put a windmill on top of that, and I'm gonna put a grounder on top of it.
You need a tower.
I saw chemtrails today too. Just one.
We're using the tree as the tower. We just strip the branches off of it. And the flag in front, we're just stripping the branches off of it and turning it into a flagpole.
Are you going to use Jack's method?
No.
A couple cannons and some chains?
No, I'm going to climb that damn tree with a chainsaw and cut my... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm climbing it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm climbing all the way up in it. And then you use the chainsaw and you cut the branches as you go down. So, yeah. And that way, it's all on it. Yeah.
I've got a huge, scary tree.
At weather.
It's gonna
what?
You know how I look at weather? It's going to be whatever it's going to be.
No, that's not right. It's gonna be whatever they make it, dude.
Oh well,
This
I
is
mean, whatever it is, that's what it is.
weird shit, man. What's going on?
I mean,
They're
yeah, I guess, yeah. But whatever it is, that's what it is.
This storm is hitting everybody. This storm period is hitting everybody
Yep.
like a wiper across the nation, dude.
Exactly.
Radar? I'm not kidding.
I know I
This thing
ain't
goes
seen
from
it. No.
Texas. This thing goes all the way
I'll
from
pull it
Texas
up.
to
Hang
Michigan.
on a minute.
My trailer's tied down, so or it's like whatever those anchors are called. It's strapped down. It's actually pretty. This freaking trailer is pretty solid underneath.
See, I like to keep up with that Mike Morales at the Above Ground Weather, right? He comes out every day. But he showed days ago out in the Pacific Ocean and other places where they did this spraying, seeding, cloud brightening, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that has caused this storm. It has caused this storm. And and if you go a little bit further back with them, look at that. Look at that, Florida.
Wow.
See it? See what we're talking about? That is not. That isn't. It is what it is. That is not natural.
So that's quite kind of close
No,
to you,
actually, tow truck, it kind of is. We get storm systems like this a few times every year.
Oh yeah, we get stuff like this all the time.
I watch the radar every day. I've seen this kind of setup hundreds of times.
Yeah, because all that moisture comes up in the Gulf.
It's just a mass of cold. It's a mass of cold air that comes out of Canada and it collides with the hot, moist air coming up out of the Gulf. And you'll see within the next 12 hours, the outline's going to change and it's going to mimic the Mississippi and the Ohio River valleys, and it'll blow through.
But this year doesn't look like the Gulf's got that much power, though, because normally this line forms back around New Mexico to Minnesota, and then it comes over, usually. And that's when we get the point.
Well, look at what's happening down by New Orleans right now. They got their own isolated little system going on.
Right, they got a pressure problem right there.
They're growing their own. They're seeding it from the ground up.
Well, guess what? That's going to head northeast.
Yay!
Yeah.
But I mean, how many times this happened in that region where it's already at flood levels, and now this rain is going to be an instant, devastating flood.
I don't think we're going to get much.
Yeah, the faster this cold front gets out of the way, the better off they'll be.
You know, it has kind of been like a cold front, though. You know, not as hot. And a couple of days ago, it was actually pretty cool outside. It was like 72 outside all day, which is a little bit unusual. But
you never really usually get up into the hundreds, though, down there, do you?
Well, it just was almost 100 the whole week before.
Today it was 81 here. It was gorgeous.
It actually wasn't that hot until maybe the afternoon. It warmed up a little bit.
Man, I need to get a message to Tanya and tell her to put the silver in her sinuses, because that took away all. I thought I had a toothache or a bone damage or something problem. And I was hurting real bad.
And then knocked it right out.
That reminds me,
I didn't even know about that stuff.
I put the colloidal silver up and sniffed it up my nose and coated my. I did it again today, and man, I have no more issues, no more pressure, no more fever in my side of my face, no more pain in my bones.
Oh wow, that's a big bottle, man.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't even know what it was till you told me.
Pour me a little bit of that, would you, Canoes? Not the keyboard. Watch the keyboard. Oh shit!
It almost looks like you could, man. Hey, I poured paint on my laptop doing that.
I got this on Amazon a couple of weeks ago. It's a 16-ounce bottle, 30 parts per million. I got 2 of them for about $40.
I like
Exact
to go to the actual
same strength as
Amazon
the
and get my.
30
as the
bucks per million?
InfoWars stuff. Yeah, 30 parts per
I like to
million.
order from the actual Amazon
It's
Yeah, put the link
same
up.
because
consistency
everything
as
comes
the.
with that brown
Yeah,
muddy water.
I'll find the link.
Excellent.
The it's the same formula as the InfoWars stuff, but about a quarter of the cost.
Cool, man. Emil said you could make it.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. Yeah, I checked that out. Yeah, a little electrolysis and away you go.
Huh.
Yeah.
I seen a guy nickel plate a little piece of metal with a sliver of nickel that he got and a phone charger, 5.3 volts is what they are, and put positive to one and negative to the other, and or 1 to 1 and one just in the liquid. He had to make the liquid, and it worked in like 5-10 minutes. He coated a little piece of metal with nickel plate and.
Ooh, thanks for that radar link. I like that. That was nice.
If I look at the radar, I go to the Valdosta Air Force Base, and they got a good radar there, or Tallahassee. Usually, I can see what's coming our way.
Radarweather.gov.
Yeah, and you can like run the loop or something.
Uh-huh. Yeah. CONUS.
Because that's about the best way to tell what's coming, I guess. If it's close enough.
Where'd he go?
Predictor, though.
Weather's a what?
Weather.com. They have
Yeah.
a future predictor that shows up to like 8 hours in advance
Right.
what they expect.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always accurate, but in general idea, it'll let you know when you're about to get wet.
There's the Nutrinote colloidal silver mineral supplement on.
I usually go on that app all the time, especially if
Amazon.
I'm going to go out camping or something. I follow that. I don't watch local weather because it's always wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
What were you saying,
Yeah.
tow truck?
You know, they're always wrong. It don't matter what
From
the fuck they say. It's
gold.
wrong anyways.
Or I mean silver.
The silver? What?
I said the link from Canoes is golden. I mean silver.
Oh.
It's elemental.
Elementary. Yeah, shit.
Man,
You
you
guys
can
hear the
make one with a jar and 2 wires. Canoes. I seen the dude he made a little Derringer 22 and he nickel plated it. And at the end, he showed you he even nickel plated it. He showed you how he did that. That's pretty cool.
Anybody watch the press conference today?
I got to part of it, but it was, I don't know, I didn't follow through. I watched the part where he got in with DeSantis and Bricks down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one, I was expecting he was going to, I was expecting that the president was going to, let's see, announce, oh my, what was I expecting him to say?
Colloidal gold.
No, that he was going to enact this defense, this wartime decree for defense production, so to protect the beef industry. But I guess that didn't happen. Or did it? I'm not sure. Michelle, you watched it? Did he?
No, I have not. But that's the second person who told me about this, and I gotta look it up because I also heard something similar to. I don't know how true it is. I don't know if this is anything to do with it. But has anybody had gone to their local grocery stores in the last couple of weeks
Yeah.
And if so, is it true that there's? I just had someone text me. Is it true that there's massive shortages of meat coming our way, or is it just inner cities like Buffalo and big cities like New York City? Because
No,
my small town doesn't have a problem.
they're condemning all the herds, man. They're gonna start killing off all the livestock. They say that it's a burden to the system or whatever. It's just ridiculous. It's completely ludicrous. It's shot the fuck out, man. Whatever you say, right, Florida? Shot the fuck out.
Yeah. No, they need to keep going. Yeah. No, shut it down. No, everybody stay in their house. Everybody go in the bathroom, go in the bedroom, hide, and stay there.
Yeah.
Put your
never
legs between put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah. Shut it all down. Fuck them, man.
That's crazy.
Leave it shut down. What do I care? I don't go over there.
I'm good. I got my MREs.
I mean, damn. Shut it down till infinity. How about that?
Let's just all be virtual.
Whatever makes them happy. Because we ain't got no. But
purpose for existence anyway. I mean, what the fuck, right?
Nobody ever, like all of us in this neighborhood could get together and we couldn't even change the speed limit sign out there on the fucking highway.
You know what? If Hillary were to have
got shit to say about nothing.
2016.
They don't want to hear it.
We wouldn't be having this conversation right now, brothers.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right.
That is true. That's true.
That's what I meant. Like half the country didn't even know what was happening, and all of us got to witness a freaking miracle. A miracle. Anybody else would be in prison right now.
Right.
Because let me tell you, that ain't nothing new. Setting them up and framing them. That ain't nothing new. They've been doing that shit.
Well, this wasn't the way it was supposed to end. The way it's going to end isn't the way they intended it to end.
Apparently not. I mean, I think
they were getting ready to shut it all down and take clamp control over the whole planet, dude. Mm-hmm. This was to take off the whole planet.
Well,
Georgia Guidestones. Hey, I ran across something interesting today about Bill Gates bought a whole bunch of property down in Arizona. He's going to develop a city. It's going to be called Belmont, and it's going to be the cutting edge of technology. And they're going to have everything, an independent city. It's going to be a sovereign city. It's not even going to be you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a self-sufficiency kind of deal. Yeah. They've been talking about being able to make rain with this place, with the way they want to build it. I know, I've seen a bunch of it, yeah.
Yeah. And
they can even make rain.
But I mean, doesn't that mean that he is trying to secede from our union? Isn't that what that means?
Can you say Logan's Run?
Did you just say make rain?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're talking about a dome structure large enough to actually create its own weather.
I built on a biodome there in just south of Phoenix.
Wow.
You remember that in the 90s, the biodome?
Yeah.
There was the Pauly movie, but it was real. But that place, I built that parts of that place. I constructed a bunch of the truss work for it, and I erected some of it.
You didn't.
We have one here called Botanical Gardens.
You didn't build that.
That thing.
I'm just playing.
It builds America, man.
I'm just playing. It's a joke, man.
I always say I helped, though. I never say I built it because I ain't Superman.
No, you work on projects with people, man. It's like the fiber optic networks. I didn't build that. I didn't put them up myself.
You wasn't stringing the wires each one, poking it through. Hey, do you see it down there on your end?
I was on the signal survey teams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what that was.
Signal survey to go out and.
I mean, what we're talking about.
And map the signal coverage.
Yeah. Right.
We have to drive every street in a region and it'll help us put together a signal map of where the signal is reaching and where it goes, switches off to, what other towers it touches.
So you had a way to measure it?
Yeah.
First,
Like in the air?
non-GMOs.
Well, I drove around a Ford Explorer, and it had it had 4 systems in it, 3 satellite systems and a phone independent system, and then I had 2 phones on the dash that were just connected to the devices for communications.
Okay.
And then I had another cell phone there that was a test phone, so I could do calls to see if I could get connected, even though it was a low weak signal set area. Shit like that. We did enter tower communication logarithm changes, stuff like that.
I really want to get one of those RF meters that's about, looks like a half of a tree.
Yeah.
But I mean, really all you can do is like hold it up in the air. You wouldn't be able to tell like much detail, I don't think. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about it wrong. But I'd like to get one of those RF meters.
Wiz, what happens when you wave a Geiger counter over your cell phone?
Yeah. Yeah, it picks up a little bit.
It does, huh?
Yeah, it will.
I haven't been bit by a mosquito yet. And I've been.
You won't pick up any gamma, but you'll pick up a little bit of alpha, and you'll also pick up some microwave frequency set stuff.
Well, I know there's a lot bouncing around all day long.
Oh yeah.
Breaking news. Florida has not been bit by a mosquito.
I've got this amp, and I can set my phone near it.
Stay tuned.
And you'll hear somebody over there making a phone call. You can hear someone calling them, and if they pick up, it'll sound different.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can hear it through the static.
Yeah. Through your speakers. Yeah.
I got this guitar amp right here.
I got a scratch. I can't get to it.
And if I put my phone near the
there you go, I got one over there.
Side open, and if I put it near where the input is, it'll get static through the speakers, and you can hear it. You can hear like a ping. Yeah.
Oh yeah. When your cell phone rings, if you have an FM radio or an AM radio going on, like a little alarm clock radio or a boombox, put your phone close to the radio. When it rings, you'll hear signal, interference coming through. It's like a chirping, trilling noise.
Yep.
Your baud rate.
Or you just get yourself a scanner and you can listen into most of them.
It's just you can't see it, so you don't know what's bouncing around.
Well, you go to Radio Shack and you buy yourself a scanner.
It might as well.
What kind of scanner? Because are we talking about police scanner? Because the police scanners all now have to be those digital ones. And I'm not talking about the old digital ones. The newest modern scanner can only pick up police scans now.
Yeah.
Like you can't use the old-fashioned ones, like with the antenna, like your grandfather probably had back in the day, or maybe you owned one. I don't know. Are those the scanners you're talking about?
Yeah, you can buy them secondhand.
But they all have to be digital because they're all changed to this digital code crap.
Well, you get the programmable ones, and yeah, you can.
They comes pre-programmable. You can buy them, yeah.
Yep, you can scan.
Boy, my shoulder is sore as shit, man.
There's an app you can even put on your phone, and some of it picks up like Chicago, New York City.
Yeah, you can do it for your local county, police force, and sheriff's department, stuff like that. You can
Through an app. I know because I've listened to it when I was in DC.
Yeah, there's apps out there that turns your phone into a AM FM radio.
Oh yeah, that's true too. My husband bought a wind up radio thing just in case, shit ever hits the fan because he's starting to get
If you do have a
prepared.
you do have that app, you can even do shortwave radio with it.
Well, I'm talking about when a shortwave radio when cell phones won't even work. There will be no TV, cable will be gone, internet will be gone. Those wind up radios, those shortwave radios,
Yeah,
you crank them up. Yeah.
Yep, I got a couple.
I got one.
Yeah.
I got 2 sets of. Well, my nephew got a set of walkie-talkies for Christmas, and for some reason my walkie-talkies won't talk to his walkie-talkies. I don't understand that. On the
They
same
make
channel.
them for 5 miles apart now, don't they?
Nah, they never get that far. 2 miles at best.
2 miles.
Yeah.
Right, but we were only 5 feet apart. He can hear me, but I can't hear him, and I don't understand how that could be.
You got to hit the button, man.
You have to
I
set
know,
your
right?
receiving channel.
No.
There's a receiver set in there. You have to set your receiver set to the same as his. You'll have to look in the manuals to find out what frequency sets it is, and then match his sets, and then it'll work.
I just found these YouTube videos. A guy
Also,
took
channels
a
and
rain
frequency
barrel.
sets are 2 completely different things.
He's taking these
Yeah,
rain
they
barrels.
might be.
If
The
you were
settings
standing
are
right in front of them,
different.
why do you need the walkie-talkies?
Well, we were out hunting.
You couldn't hear them anyways.
Well,
I
we
know,
were just trying.
I've got a set that actually lets you listen on another channel, and when you talk, it talks on another channel. You have to set that channel too.
I was being a smart ass. That's a smart ass.
I wasn't sure. It says release stone, so I was trying to, give you a little assistance there. I thought you were serious.
I knew he wasn't serious. He was talking shit.
No.
Yeah.
I do not like snakes. Oh, I don't even want to talk about it because I'll have a nightmare of it.
What's that?
The one time Jack was like, it came right through his kitchen cupboard or whatever, he said.
Oh,
remember?
yeah, up a hole in his cap, yeah.
Yeah, remember that? And I told Jack, I said, no, I don't even want to picture that. Please don't
chasing
talk about it.
Yeah, chasing that mouse.
I don't like snakes. Sorry. Most of you men don't like snakes either, so who are you kidding? I know a lot of men out there that are cowards of snakes too. So
I only kill the moccasins and rattlesnakes. I don't kill the other ones.
I don't want to hear it.
There's a guy that I follow on YouTube. He's this kid down in Kentucky, a little redneck kid that does hunting and fishing videos. And he has a small farm. He posted a video the other day. He caught this big-ass rat snake that got into his chicken coop. And I'm like, he killed the snake with a fucking shovel. I'm like, dude, why didn't you just, pick it up? It's not going to kill you.
Right.
It's just a fucking rat snake. Pick it up and put it in your garage or something. That way it'll eat all the mice.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a big-ass snake, though. That thing was like probably about 5 foot long.
Yeah, we get oak snakes
and my
like
husband kill it instantly. Nope.
Yeah,
one he ran over with a lawnmower.
Yeah, we get oak snake.
I've run over a few with my lawnmower. Yeah,
but we live in New York. I think New York only has one venomous snake in New York, maybe 2.
New York City.
No, I don't live near the city, thank God.
The western part of New York has copperheads.
I'm like 9 hours from the city.
Colonel Shaw, welcome in.
New York.
They used to have Hillary. She's a venomous snake.
That's true. That's a deadly snake. Let's think about how many people she's poisoned and had killed. Literally.
I don't kill the spiders either, but I got some big ones in there too.
I think Seth Rich was the latest kill she had. Maybe I'm wrong.
Any of us, I guess.
I mean, come
gotta
on
ring
now.
that goat.
when they found Seth Rich, he had all his belongings on him, correct? His wallet, his watch, his cell phone. It wasn't a robbery gone wrong.
And he couldn't say it was suicide. He had 2 shots in his back.
That's right.
It sure wasn't a anything that went right for him.
I found out later on there was FBI agents who used to be their Secret Service agents. Even Secret Service agents were found dead. The one guy was found dead where he's really well known to go hiking. And they found him that he fell off this cliff, but he knows this place really well. So, but they discovered his body.
Just remember what happened to Vince Foster.
Right. Yeah. He committed suicide in the park. Shot himself in the head twice.
Vince Foster?
Yeah.
Which one was that one?
He shot himself in the head twice.
That was back when Clinton was still in office. It was part of the Whitewater scandal.
Well, that's when he dragged himself from the car out to the middle of this trail.
Yeah, after he shot himself, he dragged.
They never found any bullets.
His body back to the car.
Is it true, guys? Since you guys are talking about Clinton, is it true during Bill Clinton's time that they had a drug run that went wrong and ended up all these drugs went back to the bad people?
Well, are you talking about Mena, Arkansas?
It was under his presidency. I don't remember what it was.
All right, the Clintons were involved with
back
drug
in the
running.
They never found any bullets.
In Arkansas. They had a small private airstrip. They were bringing Colombian cocaine in, and some teenagers in this little town were just out fucking around one day, and they were walking on some railroad tracks, and they saw the planes landing and shit like that. And saw shit that they weren't supposed to see, and they were killed.
They were found, ran over by a train. They were laid on the railroad tracks. And they were found after the train went by. But they realized that the kids they were dead before the train hit them.
So how did they know what the kids saw, though? If they didn't tell,
They figured it all out. There was witnesses there, actually. It turned out to be later, I think. There was like 2 people there.
There was a guy working there, one of the pilots. That told him.
One dude's girlfriend that was in prison, like, seen something.
Okay. And Fast and Furious was under Obama watch, right?
Yep.
Where bad weapons went back to the drug cartels, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you say enriching your enemy?
And Eric Holder's still in contempt of court. They held him in contempt.
Jack's right. One kid left early.
Anybody remember?
There was 3. Yep. He's right about that.
Yeah, I've been trying to learn a lot of stuff this past couple of days. That's what I do when I spend my times off. I was learning all about Waco, Texas, and what really happened, but I think I talked about that with you guys, and how that tear gas has killed many people multiple times when the FBI has used it before. But they ended up getting away with it.
Well, anybody with a lung problem is probably going to fall into the trap of asphyxiation. Anybody who's got an oxygen problem, okay, they're going to run into a problem.
Well, I'm talking about when that tank deployed and it entered that gas, it instantly started a fire. They're saying that the people from inside that branch, they started the fire, but no, it was the FBI who did it.
Yeah.
By the tanks. And I didn't know this, but there was a news reporter that recorded the whole thing. And then those tapes were released years later.
Yeah.
I cried because I was just imagining.
Did you watch the Netflix Waco?
I did watch the Netflix Waco, but then I watched something else on YouTube. Something completely different.
Right. The Netflix version is not authentic. That's not how it shook down.
Yeah, that's just mass media entertainment.
My husband said they had that guy inciting that Kenish guy. I think his name was David Kenish, right? They had him walking outside a barber shop in Texas, and the FBI could have picked him up right then and there. And that's the
Yeah.
only one that they wanted, correct? Was just that Kenish guy. So crazy.
They said, "Hey,
forget.
I
man, you
remember
can't
when
have
all
all the
that
women."
shit was. And then a couple years later, you had Oklahoma City, that was partially in retaliation to Waco, and Ruby Ridge.
Oh, Ruby Ridge was before Waco, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
And isn't it true Robert Mueller was one of the directors of both of those incidences?
I think so.
well, he was on. He was one of the on-scene commanders.
Yeah, I knew it.
No, what was the no? Okay, so the
No,
Oklahoma
Robert
bomb.
Mueller was involved in command on that Waco, Texas. Because my husband said the same thing, but he just couldn't confirm it. You know,
Well, see, the FBI has
Koresh,
these
that was
people
his
that
name.
they call. FBI has a type of official that they call roving inspectors, and they're assigned by the director of the FBI, and they can go anywhere in the country to help out at certain scenes. And Mueller was one of these people, and he basically went over there and took command of the hostage rescue team that was the on-scene authority there, and they followed his orders, and they ended up killing his kid and shooting his wife.
Yeah, Ruby Ridge incident.
Yeah, Randy Weaver.
Yeah.
The one guy returned to that that Waco camp, and the police were there. The FBI was there. They took him around the back and shot him in the head and left him in the ditch for like 5 days.
Who?
This guy that was returning to the church on the day of that when they raided it. Because
Wow.
when they raided it, one of their officers got killed. So when this other guy returned back to the camp, they separated him from his old lady, got him out of the car, and took him to a ditch, shot him in the back of the head twice, and left him in the ditch for like 5 days. Might have been 3 days.
That one young kid who got out ended up writing a book too. I can't think of his name.
I didn't know none of that shit back then.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a religious wacko.
Well, it wasn't really. I mean, he knew his Bible. I'm not going to lie you on that.
No, I think he was just a.
He wasn't God or a prophet or anything. He just knew his Bible, and I can't say if he was really having
saints.
Huh?
If there wasn't actually a time for Boondock Saints, I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? If this isn't some kind of time for Boondock Saints like that would be, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what that means, Wizard.
Sorry. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Michelle,
that was a good movie.
2 movies that came out quite a long time ago. They're called the Boondock Saints 1 and 2. If you ever get a chance, watch them. Very entertaining movies.
Oh man!
Why? What's it about?
They kill the bad guys.
They basically, it's these 2 Irish guys in Boston, and they basically clean up the town out of all organized crime and bastards and scumbags. They just go ham and take out all the bad guys. It's great.
And they're really good
at it.
And they're really good at it.
Who stars in it?
The one guy from the Walking Dead is in it. And what's his name? William Dafoe. William Dafoe's in it.
Yeah,
I won't watch anybody that bashes Trump, like that Robert De Niro. Forget it. I'll never watch another movie.
No.
Man,
no, this was like an independent. This is like a cult independent '90s film.
My mom hates him.
Yeah, I can't stand. I never liked him.
Who's that?
De Niro.
Oh, yeah.
Even before the president, I never liked him.
Cape Fear was pretty good, I thought.
I had a nightmare of him one time. So yeah, I don't like him. Gives me the creeps.
I bet, man. I think they're all creatures, man.
They're all creepers, dude.
A lot of them are pedos too.
You know,
There's only a
but
few, like Sylvester Stallone. I think he's still cool. I think who's the guy? He was Overboard.
Russell Crowe? Or
Kurt
no?
Russell,
You're talking about Goldie
Kurt
Hawn
Russell.
and
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Yeah, they both
Yeah,
are Trump supporters.
Yeah,
What
he's
Good
about
friends with Trump too.
what about cousin Eddie on from National Lampoon? Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid is Trump supporter too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's kind of fucked up in the head. He's
Right.
been
yeah.
he's been in
he's a little
trouble the last
fucked up.
couple of years.
Yes. Yes.
He gets a little messed up on his
Both-
drugs.
Yeah.
Both him and his wife, they got into some serious trouble. They were facing federal prison time for some
Yeah,
shit
but
out
now
of
they're not. They
California.
got
a few
out of
years
all
ago.
that because of good
Yeah, they went
lawyers.
to Canada.
A lot of it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't factual though. I pray for him because there is something wrong with him, but I think he,
It wasn't
The word
political.
you use.
I will say that.
Christy Alley, I know she's starting to come out of the woodwork because if you noticed her on Twitter lately, she's starting to spec up the president a lot.
You know who he actually reminds me of? Is like he wasn't playing a character in in the movie. He played that pilot of Independence Day.
Will
yeah,
Smith?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He
Don't
was the
say
one that
Will
saved the
Smith.
Earth.
No,
Oh,
Will
yeah.
Smith was the other guy.
Oh, you're
No,
talking
we're
about Randy Quaid? Yeah, at the end of the movie.
Yeah. He
Hey,
was the one-
you guys!
Hey,
Yours.
no. Hello, boys. I'm back.
Yeah.
He was also in. He was also in Christmas Vacation, right? National
Yeah.
Lampoon Christmas
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vacation.
he was the
Cousin
nasty.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Cousin
Yeah.
Eddie.
The brother-in-law.
Cousin Eddie. Yeah.
That's some funny
Oh,
shit.
There's not a lot of people out there that, like I said, I watched the whole Celebrity Apprentice, and I watched everybody basically kiss Trump's butt to be the Celebrity Apprentice. But after he came out when he walked down that escalator, you wouldn't believe the people that turned his back on him, including
Yeah.
NBC. NBC turned their back on Trump the second he walked down that escalator.
Yeah, but he didn't play their game. They played
Oh, I
his.
know. But he made that show. That
Right.
show was
Yeah.
number one. And people deny that to this day.
But Trump's
I mean,
been
there
an
were some
icon.
people that still support him. Like, I think Tracy Atkins, you got John Rich, that country singer John Rich.
You know what I don't like about him? He
What?
went on Fox News and trying to hawk his fucking whiskey on Sunday morning, 7:30 in the morning, out there with his bottle of whiskey. You know,
Yeah. I don't mind him.
trying
I
to sell
think
it
he
on
would be
Fox
funny in the
News
press for
on
him.
a Sunday morning.
I said to him on Twitter one time, I think I sent him a private message, and he messaged me back. He goes, "What a great idea." I said, "I love to see you in the room. You versus the press, just one day."
I mean, I'm not knocking the guy, but what kind of what is this shit, man? You gonna what do I do?
He owns a
Do I
bar
get to
too
get
in
to take my
Nashville.
ounce and go show it and
You got to remember stuff's pre-recorded too.
well, I think in the morning it was live. It was live. They was there. You know?
Anybody?
And they was they was trying to sell it to you. Oh yeah.
I watched The Money Pit with my daughter Sarah, and my daughter Sarah laughed so hard.
Not liquor, man. Liquor is that's a half a gallon of liquor will change you. Why sell it in the morning when kids can watch? The children,
Yeah.
liquor. I mean, that's not good for you.
I think so, Colonel Shaw. I think Captain Kirk was a Republican. Yeah,
Maybe I'm just
I
too.
think he still is too.
That's what it
Did
is.
anybody see The Money Pit? Tom Hanks, Shirley Long comedy.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part is when that bathtub falls through the floor and he just loses it. That laugh will be the most best part of the movie ever. Or when he falls through the floor in that rug.
Right.
I think that's the movie that screwed up his movie making career there.
Really?
Chevy Chase, yeah, I think that movie like broke
The
him.
Money Pit is not with Chevy Chase, I don't think. No, Shirley Long and Tom Hanks.
Oh,
You know, he's my cousin.
oh,
Who?
Second, he's like third cousin or something.
No way. Who?
Tom Hanks. I don't get Christmas cards or nothing, so don't.
I don't watch nothing
And it's
new
kind
with
of an
him. He gives
embarrassment
me the creeps
actually, at
too.
this point. Yeah, it's kind of an
I was
embarrassment.
gonna say,
Yeah.
Richie Jarvis called him out as a pedo. Remember his face during the Golden Globes? He went.
Yeah.
He got real mad.
yeah.
He's like my grandfather's brother's clan thing.
Yeah.
wow.
I'm sorry. Forrest Gump was his best. Saving
Man, that was
Private
such a good
Ryan.
movie back then. I seen that in prison. I didn't get to see none of the good movies, man.
I did watch that movie 12 Strong, by the way. What a good movie that was. Thank you for
Yeah,
whoever
that was a
recommended
good one.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me the other night.
Yeah,
movie.
good actor.
Hey, Liz, you want to hear a COVID-19 joke?
Say what?
You want to hear a COVID-19 joke?
Sure.
Nah, you probably wouldn't get it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I already got it.
You'd never
Most
get
likely
it.
we already got it. Yeah. There you go.
Got him. Got him.
Slapshot. Anybody see Slapshot? The old Slapshot?
I just had a slap shot there, but you know, maybe I need some more B12.
I haven't seen that movie in so long, but that was a funny movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, Paul Newman's in it.
No, I ain't never seen that one.
That's an old movie.
Well, shit. My temperature
Science
dropped
project-
off.
My
You
science
came up.
project. Weird Science. That was so stupid, but good. You know what I mean? Stupid but good.
Prophetic.
Fast Times in Ridgemont High. The Breakfast Club. I can watch The Breakfast Club
Yeah,
all the time.
the 80s were a time now. They were a time.
Yeah.
The Road Warrior. That was my favorite movie.
I never liked Terminator. I'm sorry. Never could get into it.
That movie, Friday the
The Metrics. I could not get into The Metrics. I think that was the most stupidest movie Keanu Reeves ever made.
I spent from 84 to 86 or something like that. And that was like, I was like, dude, that was like, I was 18 to 20. Okay. It was bad. It was, because I was a teenager in Europe, dude, and I had money.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Dude, it was bad. I can't even
I did
talk
that.
about it, you know.
I know it.
It was bad. It was like I'd have every girl in here call me, every guy in here would call me a liar. Every girl would tell me I was full of shit if I started talking about that stuff. So I don't talk about that stuff. I'll put it this way. My first wife, she found my pictures. She burned them all.
Damn.
I can't think of any new war movies. Or newest. I saw 1917. That was really good.
And it was a big box.
Like, I could watch that movie
The
again.
big fire.
Well, Michelle, there is a new movie coming out. You may not want to see it though because the main character is Tom Hanks, but it's a World War II movie. Tom Hanks plays a destroyer commander who's in charge of a convoy protecting merchant ships crossing the Atlantic during World War II.
Mhm.
It looks really great and everything, but it's Tom Hanks.
Yeah, well, you know
Yeah.
what? It's
Maybe he'll
not
go down with this shit.
it's Tom Hanks' person on the screen.
Maybe
I don't let that shit bother because I still like Elton John's music, but I think he's a piece of shit existence over
What?
here.
You like
You
Elton
know?
John, man? Come on.
Yeah,
Come on, you gotta
man,
follow the
you're
yellow brick road.
yeah.
You can't hate on him too much.
Goodbye, Yellow
You know what
Brick
I mean?
Road.
He definitely plays pin the tail on the donkey plug the plug game, if you know what I mean.
So, but you see where I'm coming from with that? Because I was Crocodile.
He plays dipstick.
You know, back
Come
in the day.
on, man.
Okay, for me, it's I love Pink Floyd, probably my all-time favorite
laugh.
rock band. But I cannot fucking stand Roger
I got you to
Waters.
laugh.
But I'll still
Right.
listen to Pink Floyd.
Right.
I got
right,
you to laugh.
exactly. If he was portraying himself, I wouldn't go see it. You know.
Well, you know, I like all kinds of music. That don't mean all kinds of.
Of course, Battery has all them. Battery, you are definitely a sci-fi person, right? Battery.
Hey, Canoes. I just look at it like this: they're professional liars.
True.
Okay, that's what they do for a living: is they falsify their own existence.
I used to always appreciate Elton John until I actually read the lyrics from Island Girl, and I thought that was pretty sick, man. And I thought that anybody that read about that, I can't appreciate him anymore. And it's real unfortunate, because I got past the thing about him being gay, and I appreciated him as an artist. But when it started getting too weird for me,
That's why I couldn't get it past it.
Too weird for you.
No, Island Girl,
I guess
man.
you didn't like
If you read the
Queen.
lyrics,
I guess you didn't like Queen in the early '90s, right?
no, I did, and I got persecuted for it in school a lot.
Right.
I got picked on a lot.
No, right?
I appreciated him as a band. Yeah, I really did,
No,
and I
meant
still do.
Kansas. I meant Kansas. Yeah, that's what. Boston.
And then
Yeah,
now my
Boston,
nephew
Kansas.
taking a
You
liking
know,
to Queen.
right? Triumph if you were lucky. You could pull that one out of your ass. You know.
Get by with it. Don't you give me none of that long-haired hippie Yankee sass, boy.
So the "We Will Rock You" is out the picture.
I hear a shitload of frogs, man.
No, I never liked them.
I'll be right back.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, no shit, man. But yeah.
Well, it's chilling, man. I got to drag my blankets over to the trampoline there
And what?
see what tomorrow brings. Oh, I'm gonna drag my blankets over onto the trampoline and sleep outside tonight. I got them chicks in my room, man, and it's just, man, I can't.
No, you're not supposed to have them indoors, dude. You got to have them
I
in the
know
garage.
they're just tiny though, and
Yeah, but you got to be able to air it out. That's you can't. They're not intended to be in a room. They're intended.
What's not intended to be in a room?
I got
Those
these chicks.
chicks.
They're like a week and a half old now.
Yeah. Need to have them in a garage or a shed, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna put them in the basement and run the ventilation out the window, a little fan there. But I don't know. I want to keep them in sunlight. Don't I want them in light though?
Yeah.
Don't they?
That's why
I
I say
mean,
garage or a shed or something. Yeah.
it's so fucking cold here. When do you think I'll be able to put them outside, man? It ain't getting over 60 degrees here yet.
Well, you got to keep those heat lamps on until they're like 8 weeks, right?
Or 6, I think. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So we're kind of stuck. Maybe we bought early. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, maybe, but you do what you got to do. Once it warms up, you can set them up. But you still got to
But
put
I
the
think
lights on at night. You can turn the
I
lights
think a
off.
heat lamp. Yeah. Well, I think a heat lamp in the coop, they should be fine outside. I mean, it's not dastardly cold. The coop's going to stay plenty warm. I don't see why we can't just come outside.
It better be pretty good built. It's not going to, cardboard ain't going to protect them because there's something out there's going to eat them. And the
Oh,
lightning's
yeah,
still
we got all these
on.
doggies. We got doggies. The doggies will probably eat them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dogs will eat them quick. Did you ever watch
But
Tom and Jerry?
we've made all our dogs have made friends with the chicks and the cats too. Both the cats. I don't know that one-eye cat. I don't trust, but the older cat, that's a killer cat, man. That fucker will take down a
Cats
bunny
will
and
take
eat
them
it
out
head
quick.
first.
Cats will take them out.
But that cat knows respect. It knows the difference between a pet and a prey. So, but the little cat, the little kitty's got no sense at all. That's the one I'm worried about.
Right.
But the dog, I don't know. And then now, so we ordered 9 more. We got 9 more coming, and then these 3. So we kind of, it wasn't my decision, but how do you put 3 that are going to be 4 weeks with 9 that are going to be hatchlings? It's not ever going to work. The 3 are going to pick on all the little ones and kill them all, aren't they?
Tangerine Dream. I've heard of them.
That's a Sabbath song. No.
It was on Blade Runner, one of their songs.
Right.
I don't know. But anyway, welcome to Hump Day. Is it midnight yet?
You know, there's some like
11:11.
slower type dubstep they call it, but it's not dubstep. It's not the. It's
Mashup.
no. It's like a slower and got more of a like a rhythm, not the crazy, but it's kind of like that.
Underground doom step.
Yeah, similar. Like, trying to think of it. Distance is one of them. They got some cool songs, man. If you got a way to listen to it, man, they got some good shit.
2112.
Yeah, the Temple of Series. I love that song.
2112.
I'm impressed.
Of the Temple.
Black Ceiling is kind of like that.
Oh, great computers.
Let's see. They got a few good ones. But Black Ceiling, man, they're like slow and real girly, kind of, you know. Not girly, but like, I don't know. Not as gay as Elton John.
Oh, Midway. That's the movie I want to watch.
But
yeah,
Midway.
Save the ship. Save the ship.
I wonder if that came out on DVD yet. Midway.
I just I'm doing instructionals and doing experiments and building shit, doing stuff.
Yeah, reality's pretty entertaining, man. I find it pretty entertaining.
I made a video as I produced these coolers on how I build them. So I'm got them all uploaded, all the pieces, and I've got them numbered so they're all in order. I just have to download them, combine them, and then upload it as one video.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be a full construction video.
What are you using?
I like when you do your little videos like that. Cool.
What are you using for an editor?
Just Windows Movie Maker.
Man,
Well, I know, but what software or whatever?
I used to have
It's called Windows Movie Maker. It comes with Windows 10.
Oh, I was gonna mention I like AC&G. AC&G player is really powerful, man.
Really? Now the one
Yeah,
I
it's really
forgot. Let's see here.
I'd use the one transition, the fade, cross fade, and that's it. That's all I did.
AC&G player is a really amazing machine, man.
Sometimes I'd mess with the speed of the clips, but I'd edit the length of the clips and then the
Video. It's called Video Editor.
transition, and that's it. Why
Right.
use one transition?
Yeah, it's just called Video Editor. It's a Windows compendium program. It's just simple. It allows me to put the clips together. I don't know if it's got more function or not. I really haven't been through it.
Right. I got it.
I was using Vegas for a while, years ago, and
Then you hit the blackjack.
I did Flash. I worked with Flash to do stuff with movies and stuff like that as well.
I like that movie maker, man. I could edit a video in like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, first though, I would like take a piece of paper and I would go through my while it was a file on my memory card, and I would watch each one and kind of figure out what part of each clip I would use if I did.
Right.
And then write it down, then go back and click on it, and just look at the number, and I'd kind of remember. But I'd pick out the clips, sort of, and kind of
Yeah, you have to cut them out of the big video.
figure out in my mind how I would edit them
Right,
together.
Right, you cut them from the main video first, and then set them in order, and then turn around and then combine them all and output a file.
I'd edit everything that wasn't like action. Like if it was a bird, whatever action it was doing, I would just have like a 4-5 second clip. I'd try to keep my about a minute long.
That's the clip I like.
There you go.
Yeah, go on.
For quick reloading.
Yeah, I didn't hear no kick that goat.
I've taken a magnifying glass and put it and recorded it like that before.
Brought to you by sausage gravy.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wouldn't. I'm glad I didn't have one in me when you did that, because I would have had to back charge you, man. Oh, Toe.
I was trying to stop him cracking up. You weren't helping nothing at all.
Damn it, Toe.
I was like, no, get yeah.
Save it.
I found something today that rang like a bell.
Like this?
It just about, like, almost like that. Yeah, hold on. Let me find it. I'll put it right over there. Yeah. I did.
Wow, Wizard.
Florida's going dingy on us.
I'm fixing to bring you a ding.
You got a ding. You got a dinger. You got a ding, but you got a dinger.
It ain't no big ding.
Playing with the ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Oh my god.
Stupid.
Oh, good lord.
You put a ding on the dinger.
actually listened to that Alice Cooper song today. Hey, stupid. Good song, man. Good tune.
I think I found my dang,
You got a dinger?
but I don't remember how I was holding it. I think I was just holding it.
Hold it by the center.
Wear it like a hat.
Something like
Well, it
that.
looks like, don't it?
There's a joke with that.
Like it's
But
one of them old Western hats.
Yeah, little UFO hat. There you go.
Oh man, it didn't ring. What the fuck?
It doesn't. Yeah, you got to hold it by the center and then ring the edge.
Oh, there it went a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You need a dinger, something metal.
Oh,
There you
that's,
go. Now
that's
you're getting
right.
closer.
Yeah,
You're getting
because
closer.
I picked it up and I was like, what?
You got to hold it by the center and then hit it with something metallic on the edge, something harder, bigger.
Look, this is just too much responsibility, man. I
Come on.
this is my last day.
We're trying to make you a dinger.
Can't handle this.
You got to screw you on being
No,
a dinger.
no, I can't do you like that though. I'll finish it out the week.
Right. We'd be
I'll be here all week, whether you like it or
I'll
not.
finish it out. That way I won't leave you hanging.
Florida Explorer Dinger, really stoned.
Need something to ring the bell with
Something to ring the
I
bell.
know you're feeling.
because I want
Ding
to.
dong, the witch is
ring
dead.
my-
Ding dong, the witch is dead. The witch is dead.
You okay, Michelle?
Looking
Yeah,
for
I'm
my
fine.
dinger. Hold on. I need like a gaunt. What do they
I don't
use
know what else
for
to talk about.
gaunt-
I'm not as entertained
mallet.
anymore, I guess.
a mallet? Yeah.
A little hammer. Yeah.
I would like to watch Donald Trump chew that
You got a piece
recorder
of
out,
wood. How's
but I
that?
can't find a video of
No.
it.
That's boring. Get something metallic.
Yeah. You need
Anybody
something
see
to
that video when Donald Trump told that?
How about a piston?
Let me see.
That's boring. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he cut off another reporter. Yeah, I saw that.
There she
Yeah, I want to
goes.
watch it.
There
Let me
you
see
go.
if I can find it.
It's just, try as hard as you can. It's just not going to sound as good as this.
No
That's
shit,
right.
man. No shit.
Go
Howard-
Judy.
that's the sound of
Do
Howard.
you
Dean
know how
running up in the
fucking
goat.
funny it would be if like we had 6 people on screen, all with the fucking goat going off at the same time?
Well, that was a close encounter of the
These
fourth
are
kind.
rocking goats.
The
There's
goat
a
choir.
Hey, that does look like a.
What's the technical name for a herd of goats?
A UFO.
Yeah, you okay. What's the what for goats?
The technical name for a herd of goats.
A whole bunch.
Is it a flock, like a flock?
Kebabs.
It's a herd.
God dang.
I found it.
A lunch
No,
wagon.
they're called a
Oh, that's
harem.
right. The flock of sheep.
They're called a harem tow truck.
I don't remember how to do that.
You got a harem.
You guys are so bad. Oh, the goat fuckers.
Whoa, hey now.
Damn. Wow, we don't need to know all that, man.
Right. Oh shit.
Just don't go all David Koresh on us with all them goats, man.
Right?
No. Just think, dude. All the freaking stories that aren't, that didn't happen like we saw on TV, 20, 30 years ago. What we
No
saw
lines, okay.
happened,
Flock of goats.
The flock of goats.
Jack says the flock has no horns.
That's a flock of seagulls. That's a.
They don't have horns either, so it makes sense.
They don't give a shit about anyone else. That's right. Yeah.
You're ready to die out of your chair there, Wizard.
The way they did, because that's good. You know, I'm glad they come out the way they did. Now we all know. Fuck them. You know, they never done it for me anyways.
Oh man,
I quit watching TV when the airwaves went digital. And I
can't find the press conference.
I couldn't watch TV.
Oh, it was from a day ago, wasn't it?
you know what? That's about the same time sci-fi switched out from sci-fi to horror flick stuff. Yeah, that's about the time I quit watching too, because that was one of the last things I watched was Sci-Fi Channel. At that point, because I was watching Farscape and a couple of the other shows they had on there were pretty cool.
Oh, that just rang a bell with me.
You prefer women over shows.
Found it.
I heard a very interesting presentation from Kevin Sorbo the other day. You were talking about sci-fi in that? Very interesting. Kevin Sorbo.
He's a warrior for Christ, bro. I'll tell you, he's.
Oh yeah, I
out.
like his movies.
Non-compliant goat. I like that.
He plays in God's Not Dead series.
I don't know. It's been about a week since I've seen him anywhere.
You know what, man?
He's usually on his Twitter account every day.
I rang the bell, but I didn't get high yet.
Well, that's
Slacker.
your problem.
I'm still trying to.
High enough.
I'm still trying to over here.
The name under the picture says Florida Explorer. Really stoned.
And that's how I know I am too. That's how I know I am.
You got the giggles, man. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get serious around here. Bring it up.
Yep. Yeah, load her up.
So the truck driver's going down the freeway, right? Picked up this Catholic priest, right? Giving him a ride. And they're going down the road, and the trucker sees this freaking goat stuck in the fence, and the preacher's like, "Wow, you should really do something." The trucker gets out, goes over there, pokes this goat right in the ass, right? Preacher's like, "What did you just do?" Giving him a, and he's like, "Oh man, feels great. You should try it." Next time they going down the road a ways, they see a goat stuck in the fence, and preacher gets out and goes over and sticks his head in the fence.
I bet I heard that 20 years ago.
And it wasn't funny then either, was it?
No, it was. Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
I was laughing at how sad that joke is.
You want to hear a worse one?
No.
Little kid's walking down the street with his giraffe on a leash, right? And this guy stops him. He says, "Little boy, what are you doing walking that giraffe down the street on a leash?" And he goes, "I'm taking him to go get bread." And the guy says, "Well, where?" And the kid goes around the back of the giraffe and lifts up the tail and says, "Right here, fool."
All right. Okay.
It's gonna get rent.
I told you it was worse.
I don't get that one.
Yeah, I never got that. What was that joke about coronavirus? Oh, that's right. You won't get it.
You wouldn't get it.
That was a pretty good one.
You guys
I'll be right back.
Trying to be so contagious with your jokes, man. Don't want that shit rubbing off on me.
Right.
Corona jokes.
Yeah.
Excuse me, got the hiccups.
I should put my mask on, huh?
But no, I was that cooler I built though.
You think it would protect me? But, you know, if I had it, you know, I wouldn't want you guys.
Those damn hiccups.
What?
Like the corona hook. Yeah, man. Dude, I don't think we know what any of this shit we've been catching for the last 20, 30 years, whatever it was. That's what it was. You know, they can call it anything. You know,
I know. Right?
It apparently didn't kill me yet. So,
Right?
I'm going to tell you, I caught every cold in Florida, man. It's last time I went up the road.
So you already got it, huh?
I know I did, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because every week new people would come into the prison, you know, and every week somebody's sick. And then it's just a matter of time. It comes all the way around. And boy, you'll get it. You'll get one right after the other, right after the other. But after a while, you could see when it would go around and you wouldn't catch it. You know, you could see. You know,
Stonder is my new favorite word.
Stoner.
I'm stoned. You are.
I don't know. I've never tried the oil before. I'm old school. I just smoke the herb.
oh man. Get the you got to try this right here, man. You talk about taste, flavor. I'll make a bet with you. I'll make a bet with you. It's fucking flavorful shit, man.
Hey, Colonel Shaw, did you ever make that video? You said you were going to do a video driving around town or something like that.
I mean, the aroma, and there ain't no green in it.
Well, didn't you see a couple weeks ago he was on
There ain't no bud in
camera
there,
here in the
man.
stream and he was driving around.
Yeah, he said he was going to be. Well, he wasn't driving around. He was just walking on that one, showing us the windmill up there on the dike there. It was beautiful. But he said something about making a video driving around with his car around town and stuff like that, and pointing out the different stuff.
Canoes. 4
Yeah.
years ago, man, I was in the same position.
Yeah, he was streaming. He was like at a park, bird watching. He was filming that for a while, and then he went driving around in the country back towards town. I think we saw him in his car for close to an hour.
Oh wow! Did they get
a couple weeks ago,
or did it just?
No, it was here on stream.
Oh,
I don't know what day it was.
I didn't. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't think you were here for that. It was kind of late because it was already daytime where he was at.
Yeah, I snoozed. I had to go to bed early. I know. I'm
it's there somewhere, but I don't know what the date was.
Yeah, midnight's my cutoff time. I gotta get.
Yeah, and he only goes live on the weekends. So 2 weeks, 3 days. Was that okay? 2 weeks, 3 days ago.
Wow. It seemed like about a week ago.
Right. Oh, how the weeds.
I was asleep too.
Yep. Where am I? I don't even know. Here we go.
Aren't you in Minnesota?
No, I was over on Discord goofing around.
I was just gonna say you didn't know where you was. Weren't you? Yeah, been so cold. Right.
You guys heard of that Marfugel family? Discord server?
Yes, I saw the windmills. Yes, but no, I didn't see that.
That rings a bell, but I don't.
I just kind of got involved with that. I haven't quite navigated very well with it yet, but it's happening. Marfugel. Yeah, but I'm gonna drag my blankets out to the dang trampoline and we'll try to get some that sleep. I can't stand having 3 chicks in my room. So you know how terrible that is, right, Wiz?
Huh?
Having 3 chicks in your room is just terrible.
No comment.
Those pictures got burned.
Yeah, those things, you can't prove anything.
Man, I've had them do worse than that. Try to.
Yeah.
All right, then. Till next time.
Well, good night,
No,
Coach.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good seeing you,
Later,
man.
dude.
Yeah, I've only got another 20 minutes or so in me. Anyway. So,
You'll be
yeah.
all right.
It's the
You'll be all right.
I'll be here for a little bit. Canoe, you'll be here for a little bit.
Yeah, till the top of the hour at least.
Yeah.
All right,
Go
then.
with your
Laters.
chicks there, Toe Track.
I have the hiccups.
Later,
sorry.
man.
Dream well, Patriot.
Thanks for the
hate
quote,
hiccups.
man.
See, I still got the hiccups. Wait a minute, are they gone? Maybe.
I'll
Till
give
this
you
thing goes-
$2.98 for the hiccups.
I think they're gone.
I'll give you $5 for all the hiccups you got.
They're gone. I hate the hiccups though. When you get older, they suck.
Oh, man. Yep.
I've noticed that.
Today it was 80 degrees outside. It was beautiful. It was awesome. I went
think
over.
notice you're getting older too, man. It hurts. It seems like.
I think I
Hurts
even
more.
got some. Yeah, I got some sun. It's like, yeah.
That's cool.
So can't take my shirt off. We'll get banned somewhere.
You can't what?
Oh, we can't take our shirt off on camera.
Oh yeah.
We'll get banned.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's why I spray painted my T-shirt.
And I don't
Right.
have boobies no more either. So
I just spray painted black and a white That's my name right there, so people know my name when I walk by.
That's fine.
No, I don't know. This is from an air show that didn't happen.
Oh, goodness.
It's funny. I tell you, man, I'm glad stupid don't cost you nothing.
I still wonder how AOC got where she is.
oh my god. See ya. Whoa, where'd you go?
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
No.
AOC.
Oh, verticalized. Who's
I
all
know.
verticalized?
I know we were verticalized. What do you say? Elongated?
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, we figured this out. Yeah, but no, AOC, no, she's special stupid. Yeah, she's special stupid.
Ooh, the video is up here. Here's that link I wanted to share with you, Wizard, in the chat before you go. Hold on one second.
Man, I haven't watched nothing today except what was it?
Copy, and I'll share. It'll be in the chat. That video that everyone said that YouTube took down is in that link, or that description of that link.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got a link to that actually already. Yeah. I've been throwing that out there.
Yeah, I put it in SensorWars right now.
Didn't they go on someone's
I'm gonna
show?
share it on Facebook too.
Okay. That's where I was gonna go put it up.
Okay. Well, it don't
Yeah,
matter.
go-
You can put it up on
no,
your
go-
page too.
Yeah.
And a couple of weeks ago, there was I think it was Minnesota, or it might have been Missouri. There was a doctor that said he was told to label all of his deaths that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he received instructions to fill out the death certificates as if they were corona.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Even though
so
they hadn't passed the test or been tested, even.
it seems like Fox News would give that wall-to-wall coverage, huh?
Yeah, you would think, right? Oh. Now the information's getting out there, and people are waking up. So there's a bunch of this stuff that's happening. I can't wait for it to start showing up in the channels.
It's a shame what they done to this country, man. Still doing.
But
I think they're gonna get it though, man. They're gonna get theirs.
Yeah.
I got mine.
I haven't even had a chance to watch this video because by the time it was sent to me by someone, gave me the YouTube link, the actual link, and then it was gone. And then I tried watching it on Twitter, and all of them were buffering. It was really weird. Like, even if someone else retweeted it, it was buffering. Somebody from a different state, doesn't matter if they retweeted it or shared it, it was buffering. And if you shared it privately, it was buffering. But I wonder if it would play for this.
oh, okay. What are you talking about? That interview for the doctor?
Yeah, this interview video of that link I just shared with you. They're
Yeah,
showing it. You can watch it, but I'm wondering, can you really watch it? You know, because
Right.
we've messed with it even on Twitter.
I've seen it and I've shared it out. So yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, because on Twitter, it got buffering, but you can hear it, and some of it, one of them was taken down. I tried sharing it privately and tried asking someone else in that group privately if they could hear it or watch it, and they said same thing. But the original link on YouTube was completely taken down.
I tell you, man, they got away. They got away.
Yeah.
It's their game. You know, they're gonna cheat if they got to because it's theirs. You know, they're gonna. Apparently, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
You're hearing trains tonight? Zoom? You're hearing trains?
I think it's got to keep happening. Just like this. You know.
Well,
and people have been protesting here and there. There's been no violence. You know, and people are realizing Trump didn't do all this. You know,
I know it.
He didn't. This ain't. You know, who do you think has been running this before him? You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous.
No, there's big things coming down the pike.
I was glad to see General Flynn's getting exonerated. That's great. And that's exactly what
was on here earlier that was talking diesel defects. Was it diesel defects? He was talking
I think
about.
Jack was talking about that.
About a wave that was coming. And we're in the shadow of the wave of things about to happen.
have we seen a pattern yet?
It sounded like Q talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we'll see.
And we don't even know what's going on behind the scenes. It could be.
Well, right now, nursing homes are in major crisis. I'm about to share a link on SenseWords, but I was talking about this earlier. How Andrew Cuomo is taking cases of people who have COVID-19, and they're sending them to nursing homes. And you and I both know nursing homes are probably one of the most unsanitary places across the country, and probably, who knows, worldwide. They're really dirty. They don't clean. They don't sanitize. And it's just going to spread, not just through the residents and the patients, but the staff itself. Because it's going to attack the elderly. That's who it's known to attack. Am I correct? This COVID-19 is attacking people who are...
You have to understand, it's a simple pneumonia effect, flu symptom.
Right. Flu or pneumonia can kill them. It won't. You're right.
Correct. And this doesn't matter if it's the COVID-19 or any of the other ones. Like I said, they're counting all of those cold flu captures as COVID-19. Okay, it doesn't matter what I said that 3 months ago when they changed the guidelines at the UN. I brought it to everybody's attention. Mm-hmm. Okay, now the thing is that those flus and colds, guess what? Some of those were weaponized. Whether they were, I'm not saying they made a virus. I'm saying they got sick and they went and got those people sick. Mm-hmm. Some of that stuff was weaponization. Some of it was just out of pure stupidity. There was like a story coming out of New York, there was 7 nursing homes that this one lady worked at throughout the week, and turned around and she didn't know she was infected with it. She was, basically she was an illegal. She was here, improperly, and turn around. She's working for all these nursing homes, being a cleanup person, and she's spreading it across 7. And they tracked it back to her, and there was 42 people die.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hearing an echo. Hold on.
Something like that. I don't know how many actually died, but to be honest with you, but it was a number like that. There was 40 something people, I think, in the report that had either passed and they wrote them all off as coronavirus. You know what I'm saying?
My cousin's mom was in a nursing home in Boston, and she passed away last week. That they say, really, they don't know what it could have been.
Well, you've heard them come out with the rhetoric. This is a boomer's disease. This is to get rid of the boomers. Get rid of the
she didn't even know where she was.
Society, keeping them alive in a home. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. These people are.
They sent me a picture,
man.
And it was pitiful, man. It was pitiful.
Yeah.
I couldn't let my mom go to no place like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is she gonna sit there and talk to the loaf of bread like it's a thing? Then she could do that in the backyard, right? I couldn't do that to my mom. Put her in a nursing home like that.
Well, right.
That's the thing. They went and visited her while she, in there, and they sent me a picture, and I didn't know what to say back. I said, that's nice, in case my cousin saw it. But what I really wanted to say was, you ain't got to worry about no shit like that, Mom, because that ain't right there,
Yeah. I say fire in the bowl. I almost got the pain out of my
Right
back.
now. Aaron the tires. Aaron's got to be
Live
half
this
lit
late.
right about now.
Aaron's fully lit right now.
Hey, he can go now. He can go all night. He's just getting started. I'm telling you. I seen it. I seen it.
I have, and then I see the other time too when he don't. Right?
Bill, you can't golf? I got a golf club. I got a set of golf clubs and some golf balls. I should try to see if I can get my neighbor's trailer from here. I doubt it though.
Yeah, shit, man. You can
Out
kick
of it,
that
Phil.
goat. You can kick the
Man.
goat. It's yeah. Last call.
Everybody thinks nobody don't
You're a
want them,
child,
man.
that's why.
Oh man. But you know what? The skies have been really nice and clear. Not a bunch of lines all over the damn place. What about you up there in New York?
New York City.
It's
You look at the
fine.
sky much? When's the last time you actually went outside and looked at the sky?
Come on,
I
Battery.
went for a
You're the only
walk
one I
with
know that's got a
Bella
job.
today, and then Lucy wanted to go for a walk, but I'm like, nope, I don't walk you, Lucy. You're too much.
Did you look at the sky?
Of course, I looked at the sky.
Well,
That could be a song.
did you see any trails? Any?
Outside.
Not
And I looked
not
at the
not in the last
sky.
couple days. No. Did you see him by yourself by you all the time?
Not anymore.
No, I
Go
haven't
outside.
seen it in a
And look at the
while.
sky.
Maybe a month.
Yeah.
That's if the Bee Gees were potheads.
I never could really understand that anyway.
High, 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 getting high.
So I got Sarah trying to get my attention right now on something, and she's trying to act like an adult right now, and I don't want her to. She's just a child. So hold on a second, okay?
Yeah, I sure don't need to be talking about this. This is why I feel like I'm a bad influence.
Exactly.
And it would be the same as if I was drinking that very same whiskey. If I was, drinking that out in the open, I would be the same way.
Oh, you talking
feel
like?
Yeah, I would feel like I would be a bad influence on people to be, promoting it, endorsing it. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's what I think.
I say to each their own.
I just, since I got older, man, I didn't used to give a shit.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah. There was
I
a
think
time where
maybe
I
I'm
didn't
just real
give a shit.
defensive about, spend a lot of time comparing this to alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a time where I didn't give a shit. I didn't care about nothing. I was mad at the world.
Yeah.
I was pissed off.
I think it was because I didn't know shit. I should have tried to figure more out, but I think that's where I went really wrong was I should have tried to take it more serious, because I knew I was doing wrong,
No, I don't think that wasn't my situation, but I just didn't give a shit. I was just
hanging
like,
around the wrong people. Hanging around the wrong people.
Yeah. Well, mine was, just trying to get ahead, trying to do something for myself and get established in a job. Couldn't get a job because I had a heart attack. I had to lie about my medical at the time because, well, they had to insure you. And then so I put on there, I'm healthy. I don't, I just skip the whole section with the medical, right? And turn around and come back trying to get me insured, and I'd have a job for 30 days. Because when the insurance report came back, I was uninsurable. Now the bastard got me labeled disabled, but they won't give me disability.
All right.
Okay. So I'm screwed twice. I am forcibly retired. Can't get a job. Can't be insured. Can't, none of that shit. VA, I won't do it. So I'm my own doctor. Unless I have a broken bone or some life-threatening situation I'm in, I'm going to no hospital. I guarantee you, it will definitely be a trauma center for me.
Man, the VA took care of my dad. Now they did. They did. They took care of my dad.
Well, Trump took care of me this last year. I had appendicitis. I ended up going to the hospital finding out that I had appendicitis. I went to the emergency room, and they were like, they were going to tell me to go to VA hospital. Well, that's 2 hours drive, further than I had to go.
Right.
And they called up there, and of course, the VA hospital didn't have any beds at the time. So doctor comes back in the ER and in my room, and he says, "Okay, well, this is what's going to go on. VA hospital doesn't have any beds, so we get to treat you here, and we're going to prep you for surgery and get you taken care of." I was like, "Yeah." They tried to pump me up with fentanyl. I was like, "No, you ain't putting that in me." I said, "You ain't putting that in me." No.
I've only had that once, and it didn't.
It only lasted for an hour. I mean, it did help with the pain, but it only lasted for an hour. And they wanted to pump me every hour with this shit. I was supposed to be there for 3 days.
I don't think what I took was a fentanyl.
And then so they did the surgery on me. They got me taken care of right away. And then everything, all the checks and stuff were good the next morning. I was out within 20 hours. And they tried to give me this, they gave me a list of things as antibiotics, 2 different antibiotics and a painkiller. And I told the nurse, I was like, I'm not going to take any of this shit. And she looked at me, she says, "What? That's antibiotic?" I said, "I know what that is. And I know what that does to my spleen. That's going to kill my spleen. Okay. You take that for more than 3 weeks and your spleen is dead. Okay. This one here, I like my kidneys, so I don't think that one's going to happen either because renal shutdown is probably one of the biggest factors in it. And then the pain medicine, I really don't need that kind of shit. They wanted to give me Jarvis poison and stuff like that. I was like, no, it was Oxycontin.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I'm not even going to fill these.
Or better, however you look at it. But.
Right. I was like, I'm not going to fill these. These are horrible for you. They're all basically mild.
Where you had to do them a certain way.
Right. And then it's going to take me 3 weeks to recover from the damn antibiotics you're pumping in me. Just get my gut flora back. I'm done with this. No, we're not taking any of this shit. And she put it in the notes. So 2 weeks later, I go back to the surgeon to get follow-up. And, he was licking his chops. He wanted to get me in there right away because he knew I was going to be in bad shape because I didn't fill my prescriptions or anything else. And he comes, I come in and I'm like, "What's up, doc?" So I shook his hand. I said, "Good job." And he goes, "Okay, so you don't have any problems?" I says, "No, I'm 100%. I've been 100% for a week." He goes, "What did you do?" I was like, I had appendicitis. You took it out, and he goes, "Yeah, but I see you told the nurse you ain't filling in any of these prescriptions." I says, "I didn't." He
Don't
goes,
need 'em.
what did you take? I was like, oh, I did silver for an antibiotic. I take it 3 eyedroppers, swish it, swallow. Eyedropper in each nostril, and I also do a breathing. At the time, I did extra the nebulizer, take it into my lungs so I could get more silver into my system. And for the inflammation, I took turmeric in high dose, and the C, E, and K, and big time B12. And he goes,
I pretty much stick with
he
vitamins.
says, "Oh yeah, I did CBDs. I was taking CBD, 150 milligrams of CBD every day, as well as some natural remedy." I told him,
I don't
and
know if it's
that took care of
150
the pain,
milligrams. But
and I was able to manage the pain, but I was back to work in no time. And
I don't get bad pain anymore.
well,
I
in
really
fact,
don't.
2 days
I'm
later,
lucky.
the 2 days after the surgery, I was repainting the basement of that house that I sold.
If I do, it's from if I like leaning forward, or if I'm doing something where I'm looking up a lot, and then I just know to not do that.
Right.
'Cause I can't.
If it
Well,
hurts,
I
hey,
had
doc,
a
it
double
hurts when I
fusion,
move
man.
like this. Well, don't move like that.
Right. My neck don't give me problems though, and hardly ever.
Hey,
And I'm
kick
lucky.
that goat. I gotta go.
Good night, Emerald.
All right, kick that goat one more time. Rock on.
I'm gonna stay up as long as they're gonna stay up, I guess. I'm gonna stay up till it's 475.
All right, man. You guys have a wonderful evening. God bless you all. I do
God
thank God.
bless
God
you.
bless you. Good night, Emerald.
And dream well, Patriots, because
And
we are one.
sorry for when I got overexcited when I really couldn't hear, and then I had to restart, and then everything was fine. So my apologies for
Yeah.
tonight.
And don't be telling me how to dream, man.
I get it. No problem.